Greetings, Battle Brothers. It's me, Aurelia Tempris, defender of the Golden Throne, servant of humanity. I'm definitely not a flesh puppet that just showed up on stream and took over her body. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Space King and Hunter, this is a 4-hour stream. Well, I was looking around. The Space King video isn't out yet. So I might be false advertising. She was stun locked after last stream. Yes. 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 Oh gosh, let's not get started about legendary statuses for minis. The irritation is absolutely real. A likely story sounds like something an Alpha Legion member would say. Shh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Forgive, I'm gonna eat my... I guess this is technically my lunch. Snacky snack. And then we'll watch Hunter the Parenting first. Yeah, we're gonna watch Hunter the Parenting. How long is the episode? Let me look it up. Oh, it's an hour. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, no girls allowed. You're right. Because we're watching Space King, there are no girls allowed. So I have decided today, I am a man for one day. Trust me, bro. Source, trust me, bro. So I'm gonna eat this. So that I'm not too disrespectful. Sometimes I snack when I watch stream, but you know, I'll eat this really fast because it's got a fork and a bowl. It's fine. A Space King knows, but do you think he'd make an exception? Am I not like a chill girl? I was when I was in high school, I was dubbed one of the boys in my physics class. Does that count? Is that okay? Is that acceptable? Maybe I will worry about it. Well, don't worry too much, Smoothie. Thank you for the super chat. No girls allowed. Ah, I see. Big sad. Well, Magnus, my lore is different from the GW lore, I will say. I came up with it before the whole GW thing. You should check it out. So I'm not exactly a female Custodes. I am, but I'm not. I would be more concerned about my ears. Mods, show them the video. Thank you, mods, for linking it. Do I hate aliens? Yes, I do. Yep, I do. With a burning passion. Kill them all! Especially the Drukhari. I do not like the Drukhari. Those guys suck. Femboy Custodes? I have never heard that one. I've never... Yeah, I guess today, I did say today that... Huh. I've never heard that one. All Custodes are pretty heavy on the femboy side. Source? Source? I'm sorry. Are you telling me Constantine Valdor is like a femboy looking guy? I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Those, all the Custodes are absolutely built Like, they're beefcakes, like, they're... No. No. The Femstodes, I wouldn't even call that a femboy thing. Isn't, like, femboy more related to, like, a bit of the face? Like, the body, they're super muscular. Femboys aren't generally muscular, right? Do the Blood Angels call me mom? Yes. 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 Breakface Chain, thank you for the super chat. Aurelia femboy custodies confirmed. No! 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 And Babbling Prophet, thank you for the 26 months. Dang. Yeah, looks at all the custodians who are built like bodybuilders. What are femboys like on that guy's planet? Yeah, right? I was gonna say, like, they're all built. There's no way. Like, I am the one who's closest to being a femboy, but you're missing a key component. I'm not a boy. I'm not a boy. Today you are, but, I mean, only because I said so. Nothing physically changed about me. Okay, I'm a femboy today. Okay. Yes, I am a tomboy. I'd say I'm a tomboy. You dug your own grave, now lay in it like a man. Okay, fine. Honorary femboy just for today. Just for today. This did not go where I was expecting. Correction, Aurelia tomboy custodians confirmed. Yes. Definitely a tomboy. New fan art idea. You know what's scary? When after that whole conversation about me being a femboy, one of my dedicated community artists sends that message. I'm scared. I'm in danger. When are we starting Chaos Rising? Maybe next week? I had a lot of collabs this week, so... Too bad I'm busy with commissions another time, perhaps. Oh, Chad, I dodged a bullet. We're okay. Okay, guys, I gotta eat this. I gotta eat this so that we can watch stuff. I don't want to be munching and crunching too much. You heard him, chat. Order more commissions or Aurelia gets it, you know. What is it, Pokeball? No, I made chicken fajitas last night, and I didn't want the tortilla today, so I just threw the chicken and the fajitas in a bowl, put cheese on top of it, and then a little bit of... I have a bottle of Taco Bell hot sauce that got gifted to me, so I put that on top. So it's like a protein bowl. It's basically a protein bowl. So I just didn't want the tortilla because I knew it was going to be messy and I wouldn't have time before stream started to eat the whole thing. So... I missed the lava sauce. Taco Bell had a lava sauce? You are a heretic. I'm a heretic? No, why? Why? Is it because I like Taco Bell? Is it because there's a rat on my head? I didn't put that there. Chat did. Do you guys want to watch another Skaven video? Because I look like an Eldar. Well, just because I look like one doesn't mean I am one. I'm an abhuman. Are you watching Space King for the stream? I want to. The episode isn't out yet. So if it gets posted while we're live, I generally don't like doing that, but I really want to watch the Space King episode. So, yeah, if Space King is available, we will. And we are watching Hunter the Parenting after I finish this bowl. I gotta stop talking. Gotta stop talking and eat. Mm-hmm. I get it. I get it. It's the Space King mantra. But can we back off that for a little bit? It is a bit annoying after a period. It was funny. It was funny. I do find the line funny. That's actually one of my favorite parts of Space King. The no girls allowed is so funny. Like, yes. Yes. Ban all the girls. It's best when the girls hate them themselves. Oh, it's so funny. I love it. And it's not because I'm like, oh, the chuds don't want girls. I just think it's really funny. Like, Thankwall lore video in honor of his many failures. We got lots of Thankwall stuff. Yeah, Pancreas Skaven, they look, my chat I think has a crush on Pancreas, and they're like, hey, watch the Thankwall video. Hey, watch the Skaven. Hey, he has more Skaven videos. You should watch those. And I'm like, guys, settle down, settle down. You're not canon is such a good line. Oh, dude, that goes so hard. That goes so hard. Do you think you can wield a hate mace? Oh, absolutely not. No. 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 I'm too nice. I'm not. I couldn't do it. It does like self-hate. I am firm with myself, but I don't think I'm self-hating enough. There are times where I get frustrated and I dislike myself, but I don't think I hate myself as much as maybe Chestnut does. Oh. Babbling Prophet, there are absolutely things I hate and abhor in this world, but I'm not going to talk about them here. I'm sure I hate some things enough that I could wield hate mace. I do have strong opinions about things, but we're here for a good time, not for me to be angry. Not for me to be angry. I've been painting my custodians based and my wardens on Trajan Valoris in your colors. Yay! Yay, 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 yay! Gold and purple custodians are the best. They're the best. Okay, I'm almost done. Excuse me. Excuse me. 1 second, I need like one more bite. Oh. Well, I never mind. Doot 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 doot. Da da da. 1 second. Where is? Okay. One more bite. As the daughter of Sanguinius, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm his wife. What's your opinion on fan-made chapters? Dude, go for it. It's fun and awesome and cool. Like, come up with your own lore. I have my own, homebrew chapter. Well, really, I came up with the name, but my community decided to do everything else because they're like, hey, can we make lore? And I was like, sure. I don't even think they asked me. They just did it, and it turned out amazing. Okay. Almost done, then we'll start. Why do you think I'd want to be his daughter and his wife? You have some twisted ideas on what I think would be cool. Okay. All done. I have my drinks, I have my water. All right. Pulling up my stuff. Yeah, you know, I've found that we have to do a nice rotation. So it takes a couple, like a month or two, before I inevitably get people making comments again and saying like, oh my gosh, like, you're a Custodes, but you like Sanguinius. Isn't that like Sweet Home Alabama? And I have to say, no, that's not, no. So you know, there's a cycle of it. It happens every so often. Okay. Switch the screen. Headphones off, background music off. Okay. Boom. Oh. I like this. Can the Primarchs grill a steak? I've not cleaned out my today's stream playlist. Where is it? Today's stream. Well, we're gonna watch that. I am intrigued. A Custodes being equal to a Primarch is reaching far. Well, it's more that people make the comment that the Custodes are made with the Emperor's gene seed, which isn't a thing. They're not made that way. They're like gene crafted in the... They're not like Astartes that they have a gene seed. It's very secretive, but it's more like their individual DNA is enhanced. They're custom made. So I get comments and I'm like, no. On top of that, I'm not a regular Custodes, so there's actually no similar DNA. Yeah. So. Anyways. Onto the parenting. So, when we saw the last episode, I was figuring they'd do a, Vox log. So I was like, okay, there's 3 Vox logs they can do. They can do Big E and Brock in the Umbra. They can do Dorn, who's Dorn? Dor, Benedicta, and in the tent. And then this one is going to be, based on the name, is the wolves talking to Marcus. I want to know about if the Primarchs can grill a steak. I added it. We'll watch it today. Smoothie, thank you for the super chat. Let me blow my nose. Here, audio check while I blow my nose. How did that sound? Did we like? Audio good? Okay. Start over. Let's do it. Audio levels have been blessed indeed. Interesting. Okay.
Why'd you drag home a lupicidal spirit?
It just started chasing me! The evil is at the woodland edge. It yearns to kick shit from our colons.
I'm sorry. The fish talking is throwing me off, but it's okay. Yes, I do remember Hunter the Parenting being set in 2006, so this is 2 years or a year and a half prior, basically.
Puts Operation What Is Up, Shock! in peril!
When has a fight ever made you jumpy, Steeg?
This will be
Yeah, that's
no
bad.
fight.
If a werewolf is afraid of a fight, oh, you know they're gonna get the. That's bad. Werewolves are powerful.
It is a spirit of the hunt! One of Northwind's brood, perhaps, but no more! It is a bane, boiled in urban predation, but its curse remains pure. It hunts. It makes its way slowly, but surely. We still have time, children. Pike, venerable
stomping.
Cairn spirit, do you have any words of wisdom?
Fighting was never to be your first choice, wild child.
It was outside of the chapter house. I didn't.
Outside? So you went raging across Yarmouth, or what?
Oh my gosh.
Lord, if you hope for better, why didn't our Homid class walker fucking Ragabash get his shit on and infiltrate the Arcanum himself?
Stop it with the glabro! The rage is mucking up your nugget!
Answer or lose argument!
Sorry, I'm not getting unbarred anytime soon.
Unbarred?
I am
Oh.
spiritually barred from Yarmouth, Pike!
Haha, what?
Also, this is irrelevant!
Jembles the barbarian.
That's me! But my nickname's irrelevant!
This is a very sassy spirit.
Because Matilda,
Call me that again and I eat your eyes!
you're the only one out of us who met the old Bolchin's criteria for a maid.
Oh my gosh.
You just didn't try hard enough.
Oh
Agreed.
yeah, you
Again,
gotta put on
irrelevant.
that maid
We
outfit.
played our hand, and you're the lucky lass that got the job. But if I was the maid, I'd go and drag home info, not a murderous babe.
No, you'd be gambling away our stupid wages!
And that's why I'm barred, sister.
It's no sense!
Children, we must focus. And
Walk
also
in.
recognize this wouldn't have been an issue if we had done this my way. You mean the tank plan? The tank!
The tank plan. Oh, I love it. I'm not on their side. But the tank plan sounds amazing. Werewolves in World of Darkness are literally half spirit. Their game is filled with animistic spirits, so they have Wolverine regeneration. Oh, good to know. She said you make a terrible twink. That is what she said. I have no idea. I've only seen him with a hoodie on, so I can't really tell physique.
I don't know, maybe?
The tank has been at the bottom of...
Oh my gosh, they were gonna use the tank at the bottom of the lake. I remember Kitten talking about that. Was the Cairn spirit going to basically pull the tank out of the lake? Oh my gosh, that's bonkers.
Lake since World War II! Honorable combat! How is the Killdozer through their front door?
Wow, what a
Honorable?
reference.
I'm starting to think you don't know what honorable combat is.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Ash!
How do we kill it, Steeg?
I know not how it dies, only how it stops. As the
Distract
hunt
it.
ends,
Have it hunt something else.
when satisfied, it will gather its trophies and depart into the abyss. And predator and prey were to be no more.
You saying I should let that thing kill me? Fuck that!
Do not run, wild child! It is the role of prey to run! Reject it!
Okay, so why is it haunting you in the first place?
Just
Sensed prey in you, wild child!
You be weak, girly.
Now follows her scent!
Okay, hold on. says on Secular Anonymous Spectres Allyship for Rights Induced Neutrality that we can weaken it.
Your interweb homids think we can kill it?
It's, like, metaphysically connected to you at the moment. It relies on your existence and you inhabiting the role of prey. But we can, undermine its animating instinct, defy how it defines its prey. That weakens it. But to do that, we have to figure out what exactly about you that animates its drive. And then try to get that animating,
psychological here.
preyness out of you. So, question becomes, why does it see you as prey?
It hates the apes about as much as me. Maybe it just wants to eat a kindred spirit.
Usually Manophobia gives off pretty prey-like vibes to me.
You don't know shit from fuck devils!
Oh, so when she freaks out... Oh, that's a nice detail. She's transformed here. But when she transforms, it starts saying words.
Okay, this is gonna be
I thought about looking at the acronym,
we need to
but I
essentially do
didn't.
an impromptu therapy session.
Serious?
We must probe your spirit, Red Talon.
Are you experienced therapists, Jumperspoken?
Doctor mentally compromised people on the internet and in McCann all the time will make do. So, tell us everything that led to the start of the hunt.
What? I was just supposed to talk about my last few days.
Oh, yes!
Talk. Now.
Fine! In the chapter house, the spirit of defiled pheasant whispered to me.
Ooh. Oh, it's November, so it's pretty much 2 years. Okay. Wait, the pheasant talked to you.
Friend!
What?
Oh my
A new
gosh.
spirit shows itself. It was drawn here, but it seems ill-affected by this place. Like us, it hates. But it is not the same. It frightens us. It whispers
That's
of a
scary.
hunt.
I hate that.
Hunt?
Yep.
Great. Tell me if it does anything bad, yeah?
Yep. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, fatigue!
Rebel! No, Blacklaw!
Behold!
Oh, goodness. Are those dead foxes?
I hunted them down this morning.
Oh wow.
Well, aren't you spry, Remold?
You know me. It happened just as it tried sneaking down
It's a blue-footed booby.
their burrow. I saw them. They saw me, and pop, pop! 2 beautiful kill marks right between the eyes. See?
Oh wow. How are you gonna do a good taxidermy
yes.
then if that was the plan?
Look at that. But, Remold, old chum,
Yeah, why?
is it fox hunting banned?
It may be next year. It is such a dreadful thing to rob men of their natural position at the top of the food chain.
Are you going to eat those foxes,
I
Remold?
knew that question was coming.
I hadn't considered it. Iniquity, Vernon. We cannot hunt the bears. We cannot hunt the wolves. We cannot hunt the great orc.
They are, in fact, very extinct, my lad.
Yeah, I was
Who
like, oh,
told you this?
I read it. We got books on this. In fact, here's something I've been reading. Beautifully illustrated piece by.
Bears might have died out 8,000 or so years ago. Great orc hunted to death in the 1840s.
Yes, and the last wolf was hunted down in the 1760s. That's correct.
He gloats.
Poppycock. The drivel of a mad.
Dude, he wasn't even, he was just making conversation. He actually wasn't gloating. Holy moly.
Man, the great orc still shits on my patio!
That's not okay. Those foxes, though?
Oh, yes. Maid,
Lord Blacklaw?
is that bucket for cleaning?
Yes.
Is this the Orde mixture of 40% bleach, 30% water, 22% rubbing alcohol, and 8% oil of argon?
Yes?
Bring it here.
Ew, what the?
Good. I had reason to suspect that you were using unfiltered water. Bring these carcasses of lice and
Bro,
ticks.
don't make her do that. That's
One of
terrible.
them is to be delivered to the taxidermist. The other, you put in the freezer, just in case.
Oh. That's a terrible job.
Are you hard of hearing, maid? Take them.
Ugh.
Yes. Remold.
Did you just refer to me by first name,
my gosh.
The Blacklaw forebears did not reduce the predators of this land to pelts
no one gets
by
paid
the
enough for that.
thousands
That's
to have
bad.
a disrespectful
That
shrew such as yourself defend.
Lord Blacklaw.
Thanks, Amanda.
The dune buggy you parked out front. That guy with the fez. D-man? He's revving at something fierce, so...
How dare he!
Thank you, Amanda.
No problemo, Lilda. But you owe me, though.
Yeah.
Aw, she's like smiling. She actually like.
Would you like me to take those foxes off your hands, Miss Boyle?
No! I'll take care of them, Lord Fatigue.
Oh, he was being so nice, but she's obviously predisposed to not liking him. That's a shame.
I smell you!
Look, I get it. You're Lupus-born, warrior auspice, and you're a bloody red talon, the tribe whose thing is to quite vastly deprioritize human interests. So I am aware that having you infiltrating human society is actually really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then you also deal with people so rage-inducing they are statistical anomalies.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I will boil my underwear in Wolverine fat.
All that shit daily.
He does do that.
Oh.
At the same time,
What?
Sting and I are two of the most rage-inducing twats around, but I don't think you truly hate the Homid-born Garou, do you?
Is that what you think? That I don't hate you too?
I think
Oh,
you
do
hate
you
him a
now?
little less.
And why would you? Where does that all stem from?
Oh, tell me about your childhood. That is so perfect. He did the, yes. Where do you think that comes from? Okay. Arctic Circle. Oh, dang. That's...
What has happened to me? Pack left
Oh, no.
in my sleep. Why?
Oh.
Am I so hurt? Old? How am I thinking?
Kin. Finally, we found one.
so interesting. He turned into a human on purpose so he could say the words and she would know what was happening.
Down! You were hunted after your first change. They needed a lupus born.
We're not the same as the fuckers that took you.
You are. Whether you like it or not. Humans invade our homes and defile us. Hominids like you are born in a world where that's normal to do. And where caring about it is weak. That shit
Interesting.
does not come off just by becoming guru.
It comes off by giving your life, your all to Gaia and the nation!
No.
Gareve didn't eat of the forbidden meat cube or some shit. I don't care for this original sin angle of yours. Most Garu are hominid, and you're in the human world for now. But you're not rolling around in a Harano fit. I'd assume you'd still think you can change things. What's keeping you going?
This is fascinating. Oh.
Don't get how this is equal payment for getting Remold off my tail.
'Cause if I was here by myself, it wouldn't be as
Fun.
cool, socially acceptable. I don't know.
Yeah, usually I don't really go out anyways. But you know, drinking by yourself doesn't sound very enjoyable, in my opinion.
Start thinking things of me, and conscious observation is the quickest way to soul death.
Amanda, what the hell are you on about?
No, ignore me. It's just a thing someone
She has
I
a
knew used to
phone.
say.
2004.
Oh, yeah. Whew, I'm starting to feel it. Jeez.
The soul death?
Yes, and the drink. Hold on. What time is it? 22. Okay. I mean, the knight's still like middle-aged, right?
It's okay.
What age is a human middle age?
40? 50?
I'd say
50.
50.
The fuck? That's long, innit?
Yeah.
She's so funny.
I mean, I guess.
Not doing that.
That's a wild thing to say.
Yep. That's me.
I think you should do that, though.
What? Live until the Middle Ages?
Well, you know, I'm just not a fan.
If people
People dying young.
Yeah.
Got a reason for that?
For not liking it when people die young?
Yeah.
Well, like,
I just
listen,
don't.
I think I could justify it on many levels, including a personal one, but
Oh no.
that story kind of sucks, honestly.
Well, you can't just not say it now.
Oh no, it's like really personal, hun. It's gonna be
well,
like her brother or something.
like,
Oh no.
I don't want to be macabre. Is that how you say it?
Macabre, I think.
No fucking idea.
But, well, okay.
Oh no.
When I was little, my parents were chased by, like, I don't even know, debt collectors, probably. I was too young to get it, but eventually, though, I was taken, got put through foster care,
Oh no.
and later ended up very, very far away from my parents.
Oh no.
And years later, I learned that they had taken their lives. Now, I don't even remember their faces anymore.
Oh.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry for bringing down the mood.
I hate that humanity has to be like this. Burn it all down. Start over. I am sorry you were treated like that.
Thank you. It's honestly, I've never told anyone that story.
Oh.
No one.
Social life's a challenge, but
I
I'm happy we can do
understand.
this.
Sure. You should consider eating raw meat and living in a cave.
Maybe, but then I couldn't drink. Hey, weren't you drinking? I expected you to be tossing them back.
They don't have the one that I like.
Ah, you sure? You seem like a hoppy type of girl, yeah?
No, I only drink
The blood of my enemies.
imports.
Right on.
Dang, she's having a lot of stuff.
So nice it's the weekend, though.
Plans?
I was supposed to go out Sunday, but they canceled. So it's, there was a sick pet or something.
Animals shouldn't be ignored. Maybe shouldn't be owned either.
Yeah, it's felt like it was just an excuse to cancel.
Why not ask?
What do you mean? Like what? Confront them?
If you think they're trying to worm out, ask them.
Ooh, that's
know.
hard.
And you never will unless you do it. Here, give me.
Hey, no, seriously, give that back. No, come
Oh,
on.
that's what the text was.
Give it
What's
here.
his number?
No,
Tell me what I need
give
to
it
press.
back. I'm serious. Oh,
No, no.
it's so funny. Hey, no, seriously, give that back. Give it back. Matilda, no, come on. Give it here. Matilda, where are you going? My phone, come on. I need it.
I didn't read what the graffiti said. Trash bunny.
Plastic! I'm plastic bag! Who stirred forks in a thing like you? Man-made spirit. Why call on me?
I bring news from the chapter house.
Okay, he's like
You
kind of cute though.
do?
It's weird.
The defiled warn of a corrupted spirit. Gluttonous and prideful. It moves like a strawberry on the wind.
Huh?
It has begun its hunt. It turns the Cobhome Isle into its hunting ground.
Cobhome Island? That's not far. What a time for Steve to be busy out scavenging for Pilsner Cove.
Hey, Lilda. Listen, you can't just run off and text someone using another phone, Hilda. Like, where's yours?
Well,
The defiled urges you to move quickly. The spirits of Cobhome may be in danger.
right, Amanda, know what? Have your phone back, and in case you, need to puke, I got this bag for you.
Thank you.
And just so you know, I have to. Amanda?
I was not expecting that. She said she earlier, so I was like,
Amanda, I have to go.
Oh.
that's awkward. Oh no, that was a bad time. That was a bad time. Oh. Yeah. Thanks, girl. I'm sorry. Yeah, liquid courage do be doing the... Yikes, that makes the betrayal later on. You put that into perspective, and now Amanda's like, oh, shoot. But it seems like she kind of got over it. Yikes.
It's urgent. I'll see you later, yeah?
Right. Yeah, okay.
Oh gosh,
See
that's
you.
mortifying. I've never experienced that. Oh, that's... Oh, hang on. So the graffiti says, coming for you. It's this mysterious hooded figure, a wolf with like a bear trap. Interesting. Yikes. Bro, I've never experienced that. That's...
After my stupid shift, I learned where the spirit was. So, I exited the chapter house and went there. Alone.
That all?
Yes.
So, it's all to help the spirits then. Feels nice to do what you can, I suppose.
Something happens. The evil slows.
The hat got smaller.
You what?
Okay, good. You know, I think this all informs a pattern. Those, preyed upon. Spirits of the hunted, the defiled. They all end up in your world, don't they?
Oh, and Amanda was like... And her family. Oh, shoot. Nice a calendar.
For years you have fattened on the sour blood of our enemies. You are one of us, Cain. Lone wolf whisper, patron in lean flesh. What we do now, all of it is for you. To show we are of one blood, of one soul, of one hunt. With soft blood, we anoint you, strong wolf. And you will witness our ascension, our usurpation of the ordained king in the fight against the apocalypse. Herald from the boreal wilds, you will lead our intentions with the black chuck, and your name will be a purpose. Wild Hunt!
Her last name. Oh. Well, this is uncomfy.
You lot of fools and hellish weirdos! Come on! This is not the way!
Oh, I see. I see.
You are worth so much more.
Huh?
You are a foreigner in a dying land. But Luna still lights your path. She whispers of your refusal to be tamed. The wilds commiserate in your suffering and admire your tenacity. You earn the respect of Griffin. Let none bring you so low again. Take my gift, wild child.
Wow, Griffin with a capital G.
Spirits, Griffin and Luna saved me. They helped me escape and avoid capture for years. They were there when no one else was.
Wow.
Those I'm willing to give my life for are those that were murdered by the humans, that fell to our kin. They are my siblings that I will never give up on. Humanity, you two, even myself and these human thoughts can all be damned.
We spirits appreciate your loyalty, wild child. But you cannot lie to us, much like you cannot lie to yourself.
Yeah, Wild, you are, like, retreating or something. Let's get back on track and, stop.
This is a waste of time. There's nothing more to it than hate. Hate! Hate for you whimpering, entitled
Where does
hobbits.
this...
Hate for all filthy hairless apes. They defile everything. They'll slaughter every other living being on sight just so their house looks nice. They'll kill us all and then themselves. They're circling the drain and what? What? Are we just going to let them drag us down like crabs in a bucket? Really? Where's Gaia? Where's our goddess? Here? Cowering under this rock? Under the bloody tarmac? Where was she when every wolf on this island was murdered? Nowhere! She abandoned us, killed
Ooh, yikes.
herself! And you know what? That makes her worse than humans. I hate Gaia!
What?
What Gaia stuffed me with, I never wanted him. A human's mind, a human's issues, a human's damage. You two became hunters of the humans around you. I became outcast and prey.
Prey.
The evil picks up pace again.
Yes, okay, but
You've
actually,
regressed.
going back to an earlier topic, you get a nice understanding of their literary differ, but we can also be in agreement. But what does it all mean in the...
Your mouth!
Whoa, hey, little calm down.
We can't stop!
Shut it, you dog! Pup, see, freak, no idea I want him to be a guru guy!
Blabbering out!
Clear! All this shit is your hominidity showcase!
I am not home-eating. I am always man wolf glabra. Wild child, my child.
Nothing like self-improvement
In spite of your
be
words,
encouraged by a lot of pressure.
You are among the most kindmost red talons I have met. And I have fought alongside One Leaf Ear.
No, you haven't met him. But the Essex Talons are trying to bring back the Impergium. not seeing you helping them.
Instead, during this grueling infiltration that you had not needed to do if you had voted for Tank Plan, not once have you fallen to your rage. Not even the son of that stolen moon clan have you felled. Yet. Any other
There it is,
any
Vanity.
Arun for that matter, would have struck him down immediately. Even I would have.
Wild, come on. Unlike Stieg, I believe you when you say you hate Guy and all that. I can't imagine what the first change must have been like for you. But your actions still betray you. If you were so genuinely hateful, why have you not acted on it? And why are you even...
You enjoy your time as much as you loathe it. I can sense it. Your urge to damn faces a dam.
You know not what you talk about.
This is a good episode.
Hello, Susu again.
Oh
You've
no.
spelled
Chat. I just snoozed the ads and I'm annoyed because we probably could have just stopped here and it would have been perfect. Guys, I need you to calm down. Okay? Please. Don't freak out over this.
my itsy bitsy plush campaign all the way
Itsy
to the
bitsy,
top
haha.
of the tapestry. You cannot imagine how happy I am. I think you've netted yourself a little reward.
Oh no. Guys, stop doing this to my chatters!
My latest top 10 list. I love placing numbers in increasing order. This is the top 10 guys I've met list
Oh,
from
no.
best to worst.
Please, chat, don't give in to her feminine wiles.
I only had time to write 3 spots though. I'm so overworked. Number 8, Jamblers. He might be spider adjacent, but he slightly mispronounces Bericon Tweed, very unsymmetrical. Fuck you, dog. Number 9,
Okay.
Granddaddy Longlegs. In the potato cellar I was born in, there was this nasty harvest man who beat the shit out of me and ate my siblings before me. Number 10, Mike Dragon's Wrath. This man is so mean to me. This is how many plushes he sold during his campaigns. Could you help me outsell his creepy plush campaigns? It
Man, I bet you they're gonna sell more just because they just made this chick.
would be so funny, but there isn't much time left. Bring balance to the tapestry. Also, this Mike guy, like, punches dogs. He has like a dog punching machine. For actual dogs.
Oh no!
You're doing so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
They're doing it on purpose. They're doing it on purpose. It's so bad they're doing it on purpose. They know you guys are feral. Oh my gosh.
Why do the Cobham spirit wilds smell like dog shit?
Promised me transportation through the realm of death, priest. Not this.
Very Harlequin looking.
Something approaches. It is bathed in tides of hate and woe.
Notice something over there. Priest, you promised me control over the dead.
I will handle this.
Hey, Spider. What the
Bro. It's all connected. Oh my gosh, freaking Piotr.
Fuck kind of ghost is that?
I don't know, but I want it.
Hail, slaughterer of man.
Your leeches, what pass through the gauntlet?
Leeches?
That is funny. Leeches, yeah, huh?
A lupine?
Fuck you call me?
The souls you have claimed still flicker about you. The scent of blood still lingers on your breath. We are much alike. We aim to be rid of a gathering of them. Humans.
Yep,
Even
the
now,
chapter house, huh?
we travel to our destination behind the banner of our wise doctors. My doctors.
Why is this obstruction still standing?
Obstruction. You'll die again.
We mean no offense.
No, I did.
Oh, maybe don't say that. Maybe don't.
No.
You don't want to
We
fight
don't
her.
have to be enemies. Us fellow slaughterers. Spider shall kill us, shut up.
We already are.
She'll kill us, she'll freaking mess us up. Please, no. I love that. He's like, no, bro, hang on. Go back, I want to see. Shh.
Kill us, shut up.
We already are, leech. Wherever you are, I smell your stinky taint.
Ooh, nasty one. We always run into the intellectuals, don't we?
But if you find a way out and kill 1 or 2 or 10, 8 millions, that'll be no skin off my hide. You'd be doing me a favor. Now go, before I eat your eyes.
Demented beast.
Ah, bro, you jacked it up for yourself.
Priest, take us back. Now.
My doctors. If only it were so simple.
Oh, what am I looking at here?
Who are you, spirit? You're stirring things badly round here. What is it you want? You know me.
That's not good.
No,
Oh no, puppy.
I know you.
Strong. William, healed of dying, throwing themselves out here of pain.
Did you come here looking for me?
No. I see the world with more clarity than ever. Kill or not those chosen by the gods. Left us kings and queens of the world with Watchalong themselves as prey. Such glorious such intoxicating power and spirit-like. Begotten kingdoms built in the safety of the 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 hunt, the pain, the despair. Child, don't feel it. Fight the hunt, and you have
Quite the face.
Gone mad, spirit. And there's nothing you can do to free yourself from them.
It's been like tainted, it
Although,
seems.
Now that I see what you've become, I shouldn't change your purpose. You wish to hunt humans, have them suffer as we have. I won't stop you. Track them. Find their soft spots. Show them the fear that comes with the hunt. Run them through the fields, quarter off the stragglers, and let the others suffer in their absence. Make them pay. Farewell, spirit.
It seems like it has been twisted on her. I think it did not go as she intended.
Phone. What?
Hey, it's
To get the muscles.
Amanda. I'm just, I'm just checking in and making sure you got home safe.
Yeah, I was sick. I think kebabier I ate for lunch was bad.
The kebabier, right? I've been there. Did you get enough rest at least?
Awkward.
Didn't wake you up with my barrage of calls, did I?
No, I was in my own head. I didn't hear you call. Sorry.
Just making sure you were okay. Yeah.
You want to talk about what happened?
Oh God, yes, please. Listen, Matilda, I am so sorry. I was fucked up and you never even so much as hinted that you were into me, so when I went in and you didn't pull away...
Oh.
I don't know. I thought...
She's just awkward, socially awkward.
It would mellow things out. But when we were at the pub, I just kept thinking and... Shit. This isn't who I want to be to you. You're pretty much my only friend here, and...
Oh, wow. Whoa.
When you just went away, I thought I fucked it all.
If she actually means all this, that's quite mature. It could be cope. It could be cope and just backing off because you realize you misplayed the situation, but...
It's fine. Nothing crazy really happened.
Nothing crazy. Matilda, I cornered you in an alleyway. That was...
She's like, I've experienced worse.
Super weird and embarrassing and...
Amanda.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. Do you... I don't fucking know. Do you want me to bring you some tea for your hangover or something?
Let this
Where are you at?
conversation be over, please. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm at home.
And where's that?
Oh, yeah, that'd be Cobholm Island. You been? Hello?
In a sense, yes, I have been
sorry,
there.
I,
Fuck!
all!
Hello? Sorry, what's up? What's happening?
I can't make it, actually. I forgot I need to do something today. Work, another job. I can't come over. I need sleep.
Oh. Right.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Yeah, no, I get that. You gotta rake in the money every day.
Yeah, these awkward conversations, definitely, you're like,
I'll see you Monday,
oh,
then.
I wish I wasn't here. This feels weird.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I feel
see you Monday,
awkward.
Amanda. Bye.
Fucking hate!
You return.
Oh, hey, bud. The
Yes.
weird human ears. Okay, that wasn't just me.
Bring yourself low. To bow down before it.
I'm sorry.
Wild child. I disapprove.
I know.
Dang.
Oi! Spirit!
Is that really it?
Yep. I met the leeches and sent them on their way. I met the spirit and sent it on its way. I damned those humans to the fate of prey. But instead of the humans, it began hunting me. Nothing more to it. Humans' fault it was born, humans' fault it wants to hunt them. Gaia's fault for putting the human in me it wanted to hunt.
Oh.
Hate.
Yeah, she feels bad. I think that she sicked it on Amanda. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Ads. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. The ads have hit. Ugh. Getting a good stretch in. I'm liking it so far. Oh, I mean, I always enjoy Hunter the Parenting. I don't know why you're asking, as if I wouldn't enjoy Hunter the Parenting. I want to look at some of these backgrounds in more detail, like the Umbra. Like, there's a lot of stuff hidden in there, but I didn't want to, like, stop and, like, annoy you guys. So, we'll go look in a second. I wouldn't say this is, like, the best Hunter the Parenting episode. But it's solid. Because some people say, oh, this is the best one by far. I'm like, it's good. Don't get me wrong, I really like how they've structured it. Definitely makes it really easy to watch, makes it seem, like, an hour seem very short. Tell us about your weekend. Sleep well? I did sleep well. Yeah, I'm trying to, at least. I'm trying to get better sleep. I took a nap and I fell asleep so fast. This was like the other day, and oh, that was great. It was great, just like, passed out. Love that. Love that for me. Sometimes when I try to take a nap, it takes me a while, and you're wasting precious nap time trying to take a nap. So, very happy. Yeah, the ads are almost over. I still don't feel like I get enough sleep. Okay, guys. I know we're gonna wait for the ads to kick back in. I just had a code red. Should I bust out my voltage? I have a voltage in the fridge that I save for emergencies Eepy, angel. No, that's my husband. My husband is the angel. I'm not the angel. He is. Emergency voltage. Should we use it? It's the middle of the day, so I don't mind as much. Okay, you've convinced me. Twist my arm. I'll be right back. I'll be right back while the people are coming back from the ads. One moment, chat. No. My husband is so eepy that he's sleeping forever. Is that bad? Is that bad? Imagine not using gamer subs to stay awake. Okay. I like gamer subs. Use discount code Aurelia, you know, if you need caffeine or no caffeine in your life. I use my gamer subs to flavor my water for my workouts because I don't like 150 milligrams of caffeine in one go. Personally, that's me. I don't need that much in a day. So I prefer the caffeine-free when I'm working out. They also have a creatine one, which is not as efficient. I will say it's not as efficient as getting regular creatine in your stuff, but it ups my dosage because what I have 5 grams, and then you get I think 2 more grams if you use their creatine one. So it's like 7 a day. It's nice. Oh no, not the creatine. What's wrong with creatine? Creatine is good for your muscles and your brain. So, let us continue.
I can see through you, wild child. It chases you not for your hatred, but for your selflessness, your humanity.
Why would you equate those words?
I do not begrudge you your approach, Lupus. Cruel filth pollutes human reality.
There are some
and
good
it
humans.
upsets Gaia's order. But Gaia too imbued humanity with an unbreakable core of goodwill and kinship.
Based.
Any human who would reject this core is of the worm, and I reject them in turn.
Ooh.
And deep down, I believe you too can feel this. You can feel the worth of your comrades.
I hate you.
You care whether you like it or not.
Alone you might be prey, but you have your pack. Remember that time you pried us from the jaws of those serpents. Tap into the same strength as that time.
Ooh. I wonder which zealots he's talking about.
Cain! Run no more! Give us your strength!
Friends, where do I go? Griffin? Luna? How far must I run?
Hanoa? I am me no harm.
I like Stig's look with the white, scary wolf head.
I am not with the others.
What are you?
You may call me Stig Scorchstein!
Oh, he's
because
so
that
happy.
is my name. I wish to help.
Kin. I am kin. No. That it isn't what I am.
I saw what they want for you before you escaped. I was with them. Perhaps you remember. But theirs is not the way to the Black Sock.
Help me. Griffin isn't answering.
He knows you need a pack.
Lost Luna's path.
Griffin. Where, young Talon? Are there none amongst your tribe you call friend?
I only know spirits and those who hunt me.
Aren't a pet. Pet.
Well, perhaps, if I might ask.
Can I be your friend?
Stig Scorchstein.
Would you consider the mentorship of a Homid born?
What?
Come with me. Together, we may strengthen one another, bathe our claw and fang in the liquid glory and semi-solid honor that flows from our own hunt for the Black Shock.
Okay. Yes, I recognize these are man-eating beings right here. And this reminds me of, I don't exactly remember where it came from, but I think there was a phenomena like a couple years ago where this lady, there was like a mountain lion or like a cougar on her driveway, and she was like, kitty, and I think she like tried to pet it. It was not a happy kitty. And I was just thinking about that because like, obviously the art is very good, and if there's a werewolf in real life, yeah, I'd probably be so scared. Let me hang on. Woman cougar in driveway. Is this the I remember it was something like she saw a small cat that would definitely hurt her. But yeah, sorry, that's just what it reminded me of, and I was like, oh, pet pupper. I don't know, did anyone else see that? Like, it's also like that little girl that she's on the porch of their parents, and there's a black bear, like, at a distance. So it's a little closer than I'd prefer. Personally, she's like, I'll pet that dog. I'll pet that dog. And the parent's like, no, do not pet the dog. This too is human supremacy. It is. Okay. Have you also seen the phenomena where any animal, like it could be a wild animal, when they are pet by the human, it's like, I wouldn't say instantly domesticated, but they're like, oh, what is this wonderful sensation? Like, oh, this feels nice. Like, I can't remember what animal it was, but it was an animal you wouldn't normally pet. Like, wolves are dog shapes. Do you want to pet them? It was probably, I think it was like a snake or something, or a bird. Oh, yes, no, you're right. Tawny, it was a moray eel, and the eel was like, oh, hang on. Let me see. Moray eel being pet. 1 second. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, hang on. I'm gonna put it over here so you guys can see it. This is relevant, I promise. Look at that. He's like, oh, that's so good. That's so good. Anyways, He's like, this is amazing, don't stop. Anyways, sorry, we'll continue.
What say you?
No! She is our king, our herald!
Easy there, brother. She is her own.
I serve her! Come back to us, king!
This one cannot be trusted.
He will only weigh you down, cause you to buckle beneath him!
Let me have my Bigfoot cannon!
Come back to us, king!
No!
Oh.
Well, you heard the young talent. Wicked! My child! Let us together hunt your hunters!
Fine, then, king! Prove your strength!
Did they win? I wonder. Did they win? Huh?
You ran no more.
That's pretty cool.
Together, we fought in proud defiance until the cocks crowed. In truth, they could not bear the cost of killing you. They wanted you too much. They wanted your legend. But I was naught but meat to them.
And that's probably where he lost his eye,
It was I who became prey.
Oh no, he had
And as they
the
fed
patch on
me
earlier. Never
like
mind.
the terrible moose as dying became my role.
No, I remember now. Yeah, he was already missing his eye.
Despite us having only just crossed paths again, despite my history as a fellow's sword against your neck, despite my human birth, you became my protector and my avenger. For I was prey. So you fended for me with all your strength, and in doing so, you became my strength! And that strength allowed me to reject my role!
Dang.
No matter how they bit and clawed at my broken body, my king, bloodied and ragged, maimed and dismembered, refused them their chance to take me to the abyss. That night, my role was not to die, but as Helios graced our mutilated forms with Morgon's rays, our would-be hunters slunk back into their murk and hollows. And what would I find in their absence, glittering so preciously in that healing light, but the role as Asgardian in a new, glorious pack? My role as your kin. And so, too, will your kin not let the hunt take you! For you have your strength with you!
Dang.
The evil is here. It breaches the gauntlet.
Wild child!
The fish is floating.
Stay with us!
No!
Just as you fend for your prey, friends, your pack fends
Oh, it's a
for
weird
you!
amalgamation. Ew. I saw the dinosaur skull, but I was wondering Yeah. Ugh.
I am.
That looks kind of like Fatigue almost. And the guns and the spear.
It is not your role today, wild child!
You are one of us! No matter how much you try to reject it!
The hunt will itself die when it becomes our prey.
Your own is our own! Our fang and our claw!
Oh, and the griffin is here.
I don't care what you think I am. Just bloody help me.
As kin then, Lupus Homid Galu. Let us hunt your hunter!
Oh, not prey anymore.
Hunt! Prey will be your role tonight!
Fish!
And in the blood of your predator, you find your new name. Avenge them! Hunter of Hunters!
He's so happy with this axe. He's like, wow. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot! Good thing those grow back. Oh my gosh. That too. My leg! My leg!
Yes, okay, but actually, going back to an earlier topic, you and I's understanding of the differs. You got werewolves because Gaia wills it, and if we decide to not actually fight for Gaia and worship Gaia, then what is even the point? Imagine what would King Albrecht say? King Albrecht, the most important figure in the nation. King Albrecht, he is so cool and cool. I love King Albrecht. He is such a badass, epic guy. I love King Albrecht, and I cannot stand the disrespect towards his character. Vad jag älskar fotboll!
Yes. What does Carl have to say to us, though?
I'm the owner. Carl, din marshmallow är klar. Din marshmallow är klar, Carl.
I think his marshmallow is done. Personally, I am more of a, I like my marshmallows lightly toasted. Don't burn that sucker. A nice light brown on the outside. I think that's the way to do it. It needs to cook. No, I think it's done cooking. I think it is done cooking. Let's see, hang on. I wanted to look at I want to look at the Umbra here.
Spider.
Yes, when she... There we go. This is what I want to see. Not sure what this weird statue is. It looks like... It kind of looks like the monster, like the spirit, but it's hard to say. We've got Event, Among Us. The pirate ship. Not sure exactly what that's about. Some houses. A wave. Yeah, it's like a weird antelope thing, but I don't know. Let me look at the other one. I'm gonna look really fast. Okay. So, we have a weird loping creature here. We've got a body. We've got a lot of snakes on the ground. We've got a body here. We've got something here. We've got another body. This is obviously a body. Fish scale cobblestone. Yes. Oh, a centipede? See if it'll brighten up a little bit. Tentacles. He's got this eyeball on his chest. And it's making sunbeams. Ooh, I don't know. That's a weird face there. Creepy. I don't know. I can't really glean much from this with my limited knowledge. Yeah, the detail is amazing. I'm sure there's more details that I'm not appreciating enough, but I'm not sure what I'm looking at. It's the Umbra. Things are just weird. I mean, yeah. The lights are street lamps. In the Umbra? They got street lamps in the Umbra? I mean, I guess they have a weird pirate ship, so why am I questioning so hard? That's a weird face there. Please don't bully the Umbra things. I'm gonna say whatever I want. Until they come out and attack me, I'm gonna say what I want. Yeah, I can't glean any more from this. Other than that, it's weird. Orange moon. But it was a full moon here. It was like, we saw a lot of crescent moons. I believe waning. It's actually been a hot minute waxing. Yeah, it's a waning moon. Wait, no, waxing. Blah, 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 blah. Waxing. Wait a second, hang on. Waxing, yeah, waxing is when it gets bigger. Okay. Interesting. I bet you there's symbolism behind the moon, because a lot of the moons were... Let's see. So, in the beginning, waxing. Let's see. Still waxing. Let's look. Any scenes from the alleyway? You don't see the moon in the alleyway. That's still that. Waxing. And the moon, I think, is like, hang on. It's in like a very similar spot almost every time. Hang on. And when we're in the Umbra, it's a full moon. Full moon here. Full moon there. Waxing, but covered. Yeah, it's like always waxing and she's in the past too, but that's when she escaped, so I'd assume it's the same night. To be fair, that could just be them trying to make their lives easier, but they could be doing it on purpose. Come on, man. You know, everybody's looking at the details. Everything is important. Everything is important. Okay. We're going to watch. Can the Primarchs grill a steak? Because I find this to be fascinating. Here is my breakdown. Let's go down the line. The Lion, he probably can, but it's okay. Fulgrim, he wouldn't because that's just not his vibe. Perturabo knows intuitively how to grill a steak, but he's not gonna do it. The Khan, absolutely he does. He knows how to make a good steak. Dorn, it'd be fine. Oh, I skipped Russ. Lehman, yeah, absolutely, he can. Dorn, he probably could. Excuse me. Kurz, he knows how to light things on fire. And let's see. Sanguinius, he's probably okay at making a steak. Gilliman. Angron, no, not at all. Gilliman, probably could. Mortarion, no. Magnus, magically grilled steak. Horus, yeah, he would know how to do it, just so he'd be a really good grill master in the sense that he's the guy who chats everybody up. Vulcan, yes, obviously. Lorgar, Corax, Alfarius, debatable.
So Primarchs, right?
All right. This seems silly and stupid. I'm here for it. Let's do an audio check.
So Primarchs, right? They're supposed to be the absolute pinnacle of humanity.
How did that sound? Was that good? I don't know what his criteria are and how he's going to explain. That's just like my very basic surface level thoughts. I haven't thought about it too much. We'll let him know whether or not he's wrong. And by that, I mean, I'm just going to say it. We're not going to go bother this guy.
So Primarchs, right? They're supposed to be the absolute pinnacle of humanity.
Yes.
100% the best at absolutely everything. But is that actually true? How on earth would these...
I would say in physical and intellectual matters, they're supposed to be the best. I don't necessarily, like, when I say physical, I mean fighting and combat. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some things that they're just kind of okay at because they A, don't practice it, and B, it's like plebeian human stuff. Like, who cleans the bathroom floor the best? No one knows. Like, among the Primarchs, like, you could, like, make a guess of who cleans it the best, but who would they actually clean it better than a human? I don't know.
People be at cooking steaks.
Okay, I need to make videos like this.
This is where we are right now. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Inquisitor Calliope channel. I hope y'all consider a like, comment, and a subscribe. If you've been following the shorts, you've been seeing me roast these morons over the past, like, half week-ish. Maybe about a week-ish.
Okay. Look, I'll be honest about my husband making a steak. And that's okay. It's okay if he's not good at making a steak. I make a killer steak. I grill a killer steak. My dad taught me. I'm good at it. What can I say? So I'll be honest.
Well, let's get a little bit more specific with it and go down to the grill. And let's get the easy bitches out of the way first. First up, Rogal Dorn's not cooking a damn thing. He eats bricks for fun, so he is building the grill. Next up,
Okay.
Perturabo doesn't want to be outdone, so he's also not cooking a damn thing. He built a slightly better grill right next to Rogal Dorn's.
I don't know about that. He's not going to be outdone, so he will grill the steak. He will make a better grill out of spite, but he will also go the extra mile.
Third up, Angron, he ate Perturabo's grill, and now Perturabo is beating him over the head. Lionel John...
Okay, I didn't know this was happening simultaneously in one area because... Okay, this changes my answer if they're all in one place and it's a competition as to who can make the best steak. So, you know, it changes my answers. Let me see.
Johnson thought that an open flame was a grill, so he's disqualified because he made me a meat roast. And lastly, Conrad Kurz pretty much just eats whatever he finds on the street, so he brought me a live rat, so he's also disqualified. But let's finally get into it. First up, Gilliman, and he immediately opened a spreadsheet. Right, so we're going to have to come back to that one later. Let's look at the next one.
Okay.
Sanguinius. Now, he did everything right like the golden boy would. He left it rest for like a week. Dry aged it in the fridge with some salt. Kicked up the grill and he plapped it down on there and is roasted nice and fine. A good medium rare.
Nice and
I would
fine.
say a 10 out of 10 right here. Just a flat out fine, artisan level good steak.
Okay.
Next up, Fulgrim.
He gave him way more than I did. He gave him way more than I did.
Hey, what are you doing to the grill? Stop that. All right, now that we have things under control over here, Fulgrim was much like Sanguinius was. Nice and rested, put what I hope to be salt on there and dry aged it in the fridge, cooked it up, took a bite of it, and oh my gosh, there's some sort of mushroom in here. Now, it's good, but I was expecting a steak, not a trip. So he gets a good, 7 out of 10, 7. Next up, we have Ferrus Manus, and this would probably come as a surprise to all of you, but Ferrus Manus knows how to work a forge pretty well.
I think you know how to work a grill.
To the same level as Fulgrim. He just thinks this whole steak thing is useless, so he didn't season the bitch. But he did give me a nicely grilled steak. Give him a good 6 out of 10. Jesus Christ, just learn how to use seasoning. All right, next one up is Mortarion.
What? Huh? What does he do? Huh?
And Jesus Christ, I should have put him in the disqualified spot. Because this is not edible. The meat is rotten. There's maggots all over the thing. He calls it extra protein. I call it a OSHA violation. Were this a kitchen, Gordon Ramsay would probably kill this man, throw it away, 0 out of 10. Let's check back in with Robute Gilliman. How is he doing? All right, he's measuring the steak with a tape measure. What are you doing? All right, back again because he's not done yet.
Artiste.
Horace Lupercal. Horace has definitely got a good one going here. He got it actually properly seasoned. He's actually got some good Greek seasoning on it, some good capers maybe, some good long pepper.
Greek seasoning.
I think I see a little bit of garum on here as well. And he cooked it a little bit more well done than I would have liked.
Whoa.
But he did actually very, very well.
No. I think, no, Horace is a guy that everybody likes. So he might not do medium rare, which is the best way to have a steak. Fight me on that. I'm right. I could see him going more medium because he could make it more agreeable to the people who like their steaks more well done. It's a nice middle ground on this, I say. I disagree.
Let's go with a good 10 out of 10 here. Jagatai Khan. I am actually...
You can't say he did it more well done and it's still a 10 out of 10. That's wrong. That's just wrong. Anything that's not medium rare, is not a 10 out of 10. If you cook it more. I could see rare being a 10 out of 10.
Quite excited about this one because I've been seeing some fantastic Mongolian barbecue ingredients coming in here. A fantastic barbecue char, a good umami flavor on it. Absolutely 10 out of 10, 100% no notes. All right, Corvus Corax gave me an absolutely shredded thing. It's covered in feathers, and even then I can tell there's no seasoning on it. It looks like this man used his talons to cook. 1 out of 10, at least it's edible. Now I have zero idea where Alfarius or Omegon are, but a perfectly made steak is in front of me, and also my bank account is drained. So I'm going to just assume that was them. Next up, the religious fanatic himself actually did pretty well for him this time around.
He read a
Some
cookbook.
fantastic Italian seasonings, a nice pan-seared char. It wasn't made on the grill, but it was made with some good butter. I think this one also had some garum in it. 100% fantastic. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. There are some places where it could improve, but for a man who sits behind a bunch of books all day, yeah, pretty good. All right, we finally have Robute Gillimans here, and I've been served a perfect square. It has the mathematically perfect amount of salt on it, the mathematically perfect amount of pepper on it.
Yep.
It has not been going on the grill any longer than necessary in order to make it a good well done.
There's too much heresy here. No.
Everything about it is perfect.
No,
7 out
it's not perfect if it's a well-done steak. Excuse me.
out of 10. I want some humanity in my food. This is why mathematics do not belong in the kitchen whatsoever. Eyeball your ingredients. Right, next up, Magnus the Red. He conjured me up a perfect steak, but he didn't make it. Also, like half his legion is gone after casting this spell in the backlash.
Well done is medium rare, bite me. All right, you get timed out. Mods, you can time him out in like 30 seconds. You can untime him out. That's abuse of authority. I'm the boss here. And I said you guys could, mods got him. No, I pressed the timeout button myself. I did it myself. Yeah, mods, you can untime him out. It is for the giggles. It's for the giggles. What am I supposed to do? Someone says to me, bite me. I'm like, oh, you want to play this game with me, the streamer? Oh? You want to play with me? I'm sorry, that was out of line. Thank you. I accept your apology. All in good fun, by the way. So I like doing that on occasion because it's funny to me, but there's no ill will there. She bites, I do bite. I have more thoughts afterwards. We'll finish the video. It's the longest 8-minute video ever because I keep pausing.
5 out of 10. Put a little bit more actual effort into it next time. And now I've saved what is probably going to be the best two for last.
Okay, yeah.
First of these is going to be Lehman Russ. A very good mead-based sauce. A fantastic rub of Nordic seasonings.
He's not making a sauce. Sorry, he's not making a sauce. The seasonings and the rub, for sure. He's not making a sauce for this steak. If you need a sauce for your steak, it's not a good steak.
A good side of greens, which nobody else thought to bring with my steak. Just 100% you can taste the hillsides and the mountainsides of Fenris with each bite.
Fair enough.
10 out of 10 once again. And now I'm not even going to play with any of you guys. We're getting to the best one here.
Oh, yeah.
Last one up is Vulcan.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic char roast. Marinated and seasoned steak. You can tell his grandpa taught him how to cook this thing. You just feel.
So, question. Is his grandpa the Emperor's dad? You know, the one that got murdered by the Emperor's uncle, and the Emperor decorated his dad's skull with the shells from the nearby village? He learned from him? 'Cause Grandpa.
Feel the love and care in every single bite that was put into this thing, and served up by the winningest smile in all of the Primarchs. Yeah, there's absolutely no contest here. It's like a 15 out of 10, 20 out of 10. And
Okay,
the
we
potatoes he
finally
served
beat
it with
10 out of
make it
10.
like a 25 billion out of 10. 100% the best steak I've ever had. And that is
Why did I do this? Because it's fun.
Thank y'all so much
It's
for
stupid
tagging
and
along with
silly.
this goofy bullshit. If you watched this deep in, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'm so glad you guys are here supporting me. Once again, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, supporting that Patreon that I mentioned earlier. Any amount of sharing or anything like that really, really helps. Thank you all so much again for watching, and I will see you next week.
Okay, so, like, I would have liked the video, but he said well done was 10 out of 10. I'm kidding, I'm gonna like the video. I'll like the video and I'll link it to you guys. Hang on, I see the bits. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. I'm linking the video. I wonder if I should do a video like that, just like for just the sillies. Just for the sillies. Aurelia grilling stream 1. I've thought about it. I've thought about having my dad and like doing a grilling stream. The thing is, like, we'd have to do it outside. And that creates a whole set of like problems. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, gentlemen. Sorry. Problem solved. Problem solved. Gosh. Yeah, guys, don't worry. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. Somebody left the stove on. Essentially, yeah. Yeah, you guys probably heard a fire alarm for a hot second there. Yeah. Roommate. This is the second time it's happened. Oh, everything's fine, but I had a heart attack. I had a heart attack. Yeah, well, it's gone off. There's like not a fire. It's the smoke detector. So it's not like there's a fire. Like, have you ever like overdone something like on like the stove? It's like that. No, it gave me a heart attack. It happened. It happened again. It's been recently. It's annoying. And dude, it's when the fire alarm goes off. It's like, oh. Yeah, it's a smoke detector, not a fire detector, which I mean, fire is generally has smoke around, so yeah. Or we're good though. We're safe. We're fine. I was just like, oh shoot, like gotta air everything out, open a window. I was like, and then had to have a discussion. We're good though. Grilling stream 1. Thank you, Berserker Rush, for the bits. Do not give this woman an overcooked steak. No, don't do it. Is this a Warhammer 40k or general reaction stream? Well, we watched Hunter the Parenting, Will, and now we're watching random Warhammer stuff that I think would be fun. Okay. It'll be good, sorry. The irony of a smoke detector going off as you're talking about grilling steaks, right? Because you can't really grill a steak inside, otherwise the smoke detector goes off. So, yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I would like to do a grilling stream with Spider Dad, but it would kind of be, it wouldn't be very long because we don't grill our steaks. Well, you gotta grill a steak on a grill, but we don't make our steaks in the stove, which would be easiest to do a stream for. So. Oh, sorry. That was... Gave me a little heart attack, I won't lie. It gave me a heart attack. Okay, out of curiosity, guys, would you guys like if I made like a dumb video like this every once in a while, where I was like, okay, how do the Primarch, like Primarch's doing X or Y? Would that be interesting to you guys? Okay. Because I feel like that one, I mean, I'd write a script for it, but it wouldn't be as serious as like a lore video. And I'm curious how popular it would be, because this would be an actual video and not just a reaction, because I just think it would be silly and stupid. And I like doing the Primarch stuff. I think working with stereotypes is funny and silly. So if you think you have a good idea, it might be fun. I don't know. I just thought this was silly and goofy, and I disagree with some of his points. I don't think all of the Primarchs would deliver a 10 out of 10 steak. You know, naturally, they'll probably do a better job than your average human. So I disagree with a couple of things, but I'm curious. I won't make a steak one, because that, you know, that feels wrong in this context. Like, I don't feel like I should do that, but... Ooh. You're right. More archetypes and stereotypes. Sorry, you're right. That's the better way to put it. Rank 40k VTubers specifically to cause chaos. Bro, I'm not here for drama. I'm not here for drama. And how many Warhammer VTubers are there that like do Warhammer content? There's Froggy, there's me. You could argue Stim is kind of a Warhammer VTuber because she does do Warhammer, but she has to do other things because she's a she's part of a corporation. At least 12. And then I know there's Von Carmine, I forgot his last name. First name. Guys, there's only like 4 people. There's only like 4 people. Do it to create the Great Rift. I'm not here to cause drama. Try not to. There's like 5 or 500 if you count everyone who watched Bricky. Well, no, I think most people watch Bricky because it was popular, and watching the Bricky videos like almost like gets you at least 10,000 views. So yeah, but Bricky's not a VTuber per se. He's a brick. There's that one Dark Eldar lady too. She is not a Warhammer VTuber. That's what's her name? She's the rat chick. What's her name? I forgot. Alicia X Life and Alicia X Death. Those are her 2 accounts. She's not really a Warhammer person. Yeah, there's a difference between playing a Warhammer game and being a Warhammer VTuber or watching a Warhammer video. If she does more painting and stuff, I would say she's more Warhammer. I know Aya does more Warhammer stuff. She paints things, she builds things. So she's probably more Warhammer than a lot of VTubers. So I might consider her for that. Oh, this is This is intriguing me. Thank you, you two recommended. 3 most common Space Marine homebrews. Oh, time to see if my community are basic when it comes to doing their own homebrew.
Once
because I'm curious. Astartes Anonymous, always great. I'm already gonna like the video because I like them. They're very cool. I'm gonna watch this. Did you just call me basic? Oh, we're gonna find out if you're basic. We're gonna find out if you did the basic. I don't think so. Looking at the thumbnail, it looks like there's a Black Templars like guy. There's something else, like a weird dragon thing, animal, furry, whatever. And then I don't know. I don't remember what the third one was. Anyways, audio check.
Once more, we are talking about homebrew 40k content, and very.
All right, how did that sound? Hey, that's his guy. That's his guy. Oh. Hey, community members that wrote the Radiant Sun stuff. Do we have one of these somewhere? Do we have one of these somewhere? I know you guys have a whole primer. But do we have one of the sheets like this? You do? Where is it? Somewhere? Okay. Well, if you make it, let us know. I'm grateful for Warhammer 40k VTubers. They made me a fan of this universe. Based Will, thank you for the bits. So, okay. Was it good? Yes, good. Okay. We will start over.
Once more, we are talking about homebrew 40k content. And very quickly, if you are not familiar...
The Midas Saints, so that's why they're gold. Aurelia's...
with our homebrew content. We are currently running the first season of the Homebrew Review, where an ancient Inquisitor gives an in-universe rundown of community-made homebrews, followed by me and the creator of said homebrew talking about it for a while, so do please check that out. I'll put the...
Hey, you know what would be hilarious? You're saying I should do that? Bro, I didn't even write the stuff. I didn't even write it. I think my homies should submit their giant primer and completely awe them. I will be your biggest cheerleader if you guys do it. You guys should do it. You should submit it and be like, here's the homebrew chapter. It's basically yours. It's not even mine anymore. You guys should do it. Oh my gosh. They would love to talk to you guys about it. Oh my gosh. Do you know how freaking detailed that is? Obviously, there's no pressure. Don't actually do it if you don't want to do it. I can't go up there because I didn't write it. They can't ask me, like, what did you think of? What did you think about when you wrote this? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't write it. You do what you want. There's no pressure. I think you guys should get so much credit for your hard work because it's amazing. The primer's amazing. If you guys haven't read the primer, go to the Discord for the Radiant Suns. It's incredible. It's fantastic. It is chef's kiss. The best. The absolute best. Go read it. It's really good.
First few episodes in the description below, as well as the FAQ for the homebrew review if you want to know a little bit more about it and how to get onto it. So today, you and I are going to have a little chat about the 3 most common Space Marine homebrew chapters.
Ah, it's Iron Warriors coded. I see, okay.
And you might ask, Tom, what authority do you possibly have to comment on this? Well, my inquisitive friend, I have read over 300 homebrews in the last few years, perhaps over 400. And as you undoubtedly...
Those were a lot of Google Docies. Can you imagine a beautiful PDF? Beautiful PDF. Let's not be mean here. Let's not be mean.
You will have guessed, the vast majority of those have been Space Marine homebrew chapters. And during this time reading these homebrews, running a homebrew-centric Discord community, and being passionate about 40k homebrewing...
Wow, see, look at this. This is one of his homebrews. He would have so much appreciation for the hard work you guys did. Look at that.
myself, I can comfortably say that my pattern recognition lobe of the suboptimal blob of grey matter that exists within my skull is in fact working very, very well. Over this time, there have been 3 Space Marine chapters that keep coming back. At this point, it's just every week or 2, another one of these 3 chapters makes its way to me. And it's become such a genuine curiosity to me that I feel compelled to share it with you all. If for no other reason than just so I can get my thoughts down on paper and stop thinking about it. Now, first things first. If I mention something that sounds freakishly close to your homebrew chapter, it isn't a critique. Any good writer and homebrewer will tell you that the quality of a text is in its nuance and execution of its themes and ideas. So just because you may or
I don't think I need to say anything more.
may not have done something that I'm gonna mention here does not mean it's inherently bad. This video is just a commentary on recurring clumped homebrew elements that I keep seeing. So, with that out of the way, I'm gonna start with one that you have undoubtedly heard multiple times already. And that is the Loyalist Traitors chapter archetype. When I first got into homebrewing, I thought these were the coolest thing ever. I don't really feel that way anymore, but I do understand why I did feel that way, and I understand why others feel this way. So what is the Loyalist Traitors chapter archetype? There's usually a couple things that make these the same. Generally speaking, it's a homebrew chapter that is made of Traitor Primarch Gene Seed, and in many ways operates like that Traitor Legion or Warband, but in a Loyalist capacity. Sometimes the homebrewer will actually forego using Traitor Gene Seed, and just instead leave the Gene Seed unknown, or insist that the Gene Seed is of a Loyalist Primarch. Sometimes it's even a mix, where a homebrewer will claim that their homebrew's Gene Seed is of someone like Rabute Gilliman, but will have written in their chapter documents somewhere that this is actually an in-universe falsification, a red herring, and that the truth is actually Iron Warrior Gene Seed, Night Lord Gene Seed, or World Eater Gene Seed. Another thing I've noticed about the Loyalist Traitor chapter archetype is that they are usually viscerally loyal. Extremely loyal, as in the homebrewer who's written it will go out of their way to let you know, as the reader, that their homebrew chapter is loyal to a fault or even a flaw. In fact, to add on to that, one of the things that I see quite a lot in this archetype is this demeanor of shame, guilt, penitence, or redemption, where the chapter on some level, be it an open secret
Warhammer.
or something more akin to the Dark Angel's unforgiven inner circle, are aware of their treacherous bloodline. And so penitence and reparation end up being a large theme of the chapter. Funnily, unlike the other two more common homebrews I'm going to talk about after this, the Loyalist Traitor archetype somehow simultaneously has lots of variation and almost no variation at the same time. It has lots of variation in a sense that its points of inspiration are quite varied.
That is true,
you have
yeah. I can
plenty
see
of
that.
traitor legions to choose from. Some homebrewers will dive into the nuance of a particular traitor company from the Horus Heresy and try to give them representation. As you can imagine, I've read just shy of half a dozen chapters that are just straight up odes to Barabbas Dantioch, the loyalist Iron Warrior. Of course, there's a whole conversation about the Silver Skulls there, but I'll come back to that in just a sec. And on the other side of the coin, they're often unvaried, because this archetype kind of lives and dies to give reference to another faction that's already fleshed out somewhere else in the canon. So any nuance that the homebrewer tries to impart often plays second fiddle to referencing the original traitors. One of the conversations I have a lot of when talking to homebrewers who've done this is hearing about how they try to make it work. Very often they'll prop up the Silver Skulls, the Carcharodons, the Sons of the Phoenix, the Minotaurs, and a few others that the community's zeitgeist has collectively decided are of traitor gene seed. And it's usually at this point that I'll encourage them to go for a more mysterious origin, because there's actually no confirmation that any of those four are of traitor gene seed.
That is true.
Generally speaking, 40k fans are very good at creating constellations. You know, connecting dots that aren't necessarily connected. The Sons of the Phoenix and the Silver Skulls are definitely the most contentious, for sure. The Sons of the Phoenix, as per White Dwarf October 2017, the Make Your Own chapter on page 117, shows that they're Sons of Dawn, with no mention of the fans' supposed Emperor's Children lineage anywhere. In fact, this chapter, proposed by Maxine Pastoral on a French blog post years and years ago, never actually mentioned Fulgrim or the Emperor's Children. Going
It's just
back to
'cause
that early...
It's because Fulgrim's called the Palatine Phoenix. That's why. So that's where the dots come from, and the colors.
Earliest Blogspot post. The first mention you see of traitor Geneseed is actually from a French commenter, and not the creator himself. Similarly, the Silver Skulls, who we know from dozens of sources are Ultramarine successors, were never actually thought of at source to be of Iron Warrior's Geneseed. The novel The Gildar Rift, written by Sarah Corkwell, is actually the main source of characterization for the entire Silver Skulls chapter. And Sarah's actually gone on record and said that she didn't actually imagine them as Ultramarines. Someone else at GW made that decision. However, her run with the Silver Skulls would have seen them as White Scar successors. Which is really interesting, because when you look at the heavily superstitious nature of the Silver Skulls, and the way they approach war, culture, and nomenclature, it gets really clear really quickly that they are way more like the White Scars than they are like the Ultramarines or the Iron Warriors. It's interesting how community zeitgeist often informs homebrew decisions before actual lore or author intent. Hence why I err on the side of secrecy when homebrewing within this archetype. The author, Aaron Dembski-Bowden, famously said that in the internal lore troves of the Black Library, there are meant to be a few chapters with traitor Geneseed, but a core part of their characterization is that no one knows they are, not even them. He goes on to talk about how, from a meta perspective, you don't really want to announce that your homebrew chapter is of traitor Geneseed, because it diverts your readers' attention from the nuance that's meant to make them interesting, in exchange for a really distracting, overarching decision. But I digress. I told myself I wasn't going to get into the weeds of the problems with traitor Geneseed in this video, so all I'll say is this. It's very common, happens all the time. I have seen many a homebrewer start homebrewing with this archetype and use it as a platform to learn lessons about writing, nuance, and the setting itself. And then I've seen those same homebrewers go on to make other brilliant homebrews. So yeah, glad I finally got an opportunity.
Dude, this is art of his... Who made this piece of art? I want to know who they are. I want to commission something that's, like, cool looking like this. I must know. I'm gonna have to look this. I am trying to find an artist. I mean, I don't have his DMs or anything, so, like, that would be scary. That would be scary. Do you see this big number right here? Do you see this big number? It scares me, chat. I'm gonna have to go through here, but...
...to talk about this archetype in a video. The Dragon Wolfen chapter. This next one is a fun one. One that, reflecting on it now, I'm genuinely surprised I've had to read maybe 7 or 8 entirely unique homebrews from entirely different people in the last year or two. And that's the Dragon Wolfen chapter. I'll cut right to the chase. There are a bunch of somewhat optional things that chapters of this archetype have in common, but the one thing that connects absolutely all of them is that they have their own Wolfen-style curse or gene mutation. Except instead of turning into giant power-armored werewolves, they turn into power-armored lizard men. See, I thought about doing this video half a dozen times over the last half a dozen months. But it was actually earlier today, the day I wrote this script, the day I'm recording this script, when I read yet another homebrew from a person who was new to the Astartes Anonymous Discord that had...
He said, that's enough, I need to write this up.
...made a Dragon Wolfen chapter that prompted me to finally make this video. The Dragon Wolfen chapter archetype is always a Space Wolf successor or a Salamander successor. Sometimes the homebrew will try to pull the old Space Wolves cross Salamander chimeric Geneseed trick, but I've yet to see this archetype venture into any other gene lineage.
That's so
There
funny.
is one thing that's often black or white for the Dragon Wolfen chapter though, and that's whether or not the Marine becomes draconic in a quick burst. You know, all of a sudden becomes a dragon in power armor, somewhat similar to how the Black Rage pushes Blood Angels past this invisible barrier. But often what I see on the other side of the coin is a gradual change, where Space Marines will slowly become draconic. Scales will appear on their hands, arms, face, torso, etc. Usually, as a Salamander successor, homebrewers will just outright keep the charcoal skin and red eyes. A color scheme that crosses over into the draconic version of the Marine.
Cool, though.
But often
I like
see homebrewers make them more vibrant, always careful to pick a color that complements the Marine's armor. Funnily, maybe 2 or 3 of these Dragon Wolfen chapters that I've read will actually include the same mutation of the Betcher's gland. You know, the Space Marine organ responsible for spitting acid.
Guys, this is, I swear it's related. I'm reading Ruinstorm, and Sanguinius is basically dealing with a demon who's trying to corrupt him. And I didn't know this. It says he spits on the demon's face, and it said the demon wiped the acid off. I had no idea Sanguinius could spit acid. I didn't think that was a thing he could do. But it can. I don't know. I just thought that was neat. You don't really hear, at least I've not paid attention to Primarch spitting acid. I just didn't think about it. I know most Space Marines can, but like, I didn't think that the Primarchs, I didn't really think about that. Yes, I did kiss a Primarch that has acid spit. I am resistant. But I just wasn't expecting that. That's it.
Except with these Marines, they spit fire or molten lava. And then they become fully draconic and their Betcher's gland transforms into a mouth-bound flamer. It's a fun one. It's definitely for homebrewers who are a big fan of their anime transformations, or maybe gothic horror transformations, you know, werewolves, Jekyll and Hyde, Skyrim, vampire lords, etc. The only thing that's pretty much always different for the Dragon Wolfen archetype that I've noticed is every homebrewer has a new and fantastical means of explaining away why the Inquisition and Imperium at large tolerates the chapter. 1 or 2 have simply argued that because the Space Wolves can do it, so can they. I've seen others claim that their chapter is in some weird pseudo-renegade state. One that I really liked, that I may have to pinch for a homebrew of my own at some point, was that the chapter was in a perpetual state of penitent crusade. You know, penitence for being made wrong, and are thus eventually expected to just die on penitence. There was another that argued his chapter was involved in some secret dealings with the Inquisition, thus bought their right to live by undertaking horrible, risky tasks. I think the most interesting thing about this archetype, to me at least, is the one homebrewer I saw do this archetype, but as a Salamander successor that had fallen to Chaos. Many Space Marine chapters fall to Chaos, regardless of gene seed. There is no extra reason as to why Salamander successors would be exempt from this. And something about crazy dragon mutant Space Marines just sat with me a lot better thinking about them as a brand of Chaos Space Marine rather than Loyalists. I almost forgot, the other thing this chapter archetype almost always has are war dragons. In the same way that the Space Wolves have the option of riding Goliath direwolves into battle, I've regularly seen this homebrew archetype do the same thing, but with dragons of some variety instead. It's definitely one of the most colourful homebrew archetypes out there for sure. Okay, so this next one, I have seen by far the most.
It's your Black Templars, but different.
I've seen over 10 of these at the very least, probably way more, and unlike the last 2, those 10 plus that I've seen are almost all exactly the same chapter. Like really, really alike. I may have seen more Traitor Loyalist chapters than this one in total, but none of them, nor the Dragon Wolfen chapters, are remote.
It's because they're the same. They're like almost identical, probably.
Remotely as uniform as this one.
Yeah, there we go.
And that is the Iron Templar chapter. I had a friend once, long time ago, who made their own Iron Templars chapter. It was the first Iron Templar chapter I had encountered at the time, and they were called the Iron Templars. So I didn't think anything of it, and just for context, at this time, Astartes Anonymous wasn't a thing. He and I were part of a smaller Discord centered around 40k kit bashing and conversions. So obviously a lot of homebrew content came our way as well. It's largely what made me want homebrewing to be a focal point of our content, as it really helped me fall in love with homebrewing just as its own standalone hobby. Anyways, that aside, one day, some guy joins our Discord, and he's posting his Marines and his homebrew lore. And wouldn't you know, they too were called the Iron Templars.
Oh, no.
And here's the fun bit. They had the exact same color scheme and chapter badge as my friend had. Red
Oh no! Oh no!
Grey, with a red Templar cross surrounded by a cog for the chapter badge. I remember jokingly saying to my friend at the time that someone had just come in and copied his chapter. We joked about it, obviously, it wasn't a big deal.
No.
But it got really funny a few weeks or months later when, we're scrolling Instagram looking at kit bashes and conversions, and lo and behold, here's another guy who's commissioning artwork of his totally original homebrew called the Iron Templars, and they're red and grey as well. And we checked, we spoke to the first guy. This was a third guy. This was a totally different dude. God, it made me and my friends laugh. We laughed so much. I was going to make a video, not this video, but another instead.
I understand the desire. I understand why those are made. It's just really funny. I understand the vibe people are going for, and it's a cool vibe, so I can't blame them for that. I just find it funny.
Just about the Iron Templars as kind of an open letter to Games Workshop to canonize them. Because since then, since my old friend made his Iron Templars, I have seen so many that I've lost count. They're all grey and red, or black and red, or gunmetal and red. All of them have a Templar cross prominent as their chapter badge, and most of them have done some little thing to mechanicify their chapter badge in some way, surrounding it with a cog, making half the cross a servo skull, etc., etc. And all these chapters have exactly the same culture, combat doctrine, quirks, and gene lineage. Every single one of them is an Iron Hand successor. Every single one of them is supremely religious, but has its rank and file Marines believe in the Omnissiah. Every single one of them goes to war with walls of tanks and dreadnoughts.
Okay, but that's cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, see, I'm not mad about it. I just think it's funny. Look, you can't deny that's cool. Tanks and dreadnoughts. Come on, that's based.
Single one of them is obsessed with stealing or reclaiming lost relics, technology, Horus Heresy vehicles, and dreadnoughts. Oh man, I saw one recently that got a smile out of me. And this one wasn't even in the Discord. I saw this one in the wild, and he called them the Iron Crusaders. And then everything else about them was the same. Oh, it was so funny to me. And sort of circling back to this idea of making an open letter to Games Workshop, there is genuinely nothing about the Iron Templar chapters in their multitudes
They
that,
should at this
as far as I can tell, is particularly law-breaking. We could argue or bemoan the homebrewers who deadass are just enjoying themselves, enjoying the craft, the process, etc., making the traitor loyalists and the dragon wolfen chapters as much as we like. But with the exception of having obscene amounts of relic vehicles, there is genuinely nothing law-breaking about the various Iron Templar chapters.
No,
I honestly think
Seems
we should
pretty
just cut out the middleman and canonize them as real. Maybe a dozen people or more have, near as damn it, made the exact same chapter, put hours of effort into writing them, making their color scheme, all that stuff. Let's just canonize it.
Yeah,
make
why
the
not?
day of 12 or more people, And that's just the people I've seen in the homebrew spaces that I frequent. There's almost certainly more. Maybe some more that are slightly different, different name, different color, same modus operandi. Let's just give the people what they want. The community is clearly frothing at the gash for religious space marine nutjobs who steal anything not bolted to the ground, who also praise the Omnissiah. Just make it happen, Games Workshop. Just do it.
No,
man. Just do it.
That's fair.
And I know I kind of said it at the start of the video, but I mean literally no disrespect to anyone who's made any of these homebrews. There's clearly something to be said when people from different places, backgrounds, cultures, etc., entirely independently come up with uniform or almost uniform ideas.
That means
Anyways,
they're cool.
yeah, go watch the homebrew review. If you like this and you want me to make another 3 most common homebrew chapters, do let me know and I'll give it a go. I'd offer to make 3 most common for another faction, but genuinely other factions don't have this going on for them. Maybe I could do one for Chaos Space Marines, perhaps. We'll see. Maybe I'll do another 3 Loyalists and then another 3 Chaos Space Marine homebrews afterwards. We'll see what the people want. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you next time. Goodbye.
Great video. Great video. I like that a lot. There. Link the video. I already liked it. Dang. Oh man, I'm so tempted, but it's an hour long. And the FAQ, you know, guys, you could submit it. You guys aren't a basic. It's very unique lore. How many people are gonna say their chapter was inspired by a VTuber? No, you're not basic. You're not basic. Understanding abhumans. Man, my YouTube recommended is doing great work here. If it wasn't for GW's writing, I would play Space Marines. Well, why don't you, like, write your own thing? And then play the Space Marines that you like. Oh no, that's true. A Mori Calliope homebrew chapter, yeah, almost definitely exists. But how many? How many are VTuber inspired? I don't think a lot. Yeah, we think it's unique, but he's read hundreds, so perhaps. But what about a Custodes VTuber? 500 VTuber chapters. What do we think? Abhumans? Do we do that again? Oh, wait, on a Space Wolves VTuber? Fair. Fair. Sure, why not? Did I have anything else I was gonna watch? 1 second. Let me look at my stuff really fast. Hang on, let me look at my playlist. Sometimes I save things.
Why?
There's like 1 or 2 others, but this... Oh, we're also gonna watch the Necron Dynasties. Ooh, I kind of want to watch that one. The Mr. Bones one that we have here. That one came out recently, so we won't watch it. We'll watch the Necron Dynasties one because I think that'll be interesting.
Hi.
Because I wanted to watch it last time, but we didn't get to watch it. Are you ready?
Hi. I'm Arthur.
Hi, Arthur.
You know what? Enough Space Marine talk. Time to discuss something I hold near and dear to my heart. Skeletons. Not just any skeletons.
Skeletons.
The spookiest robots.
Yes! Spooky, scary skeletons.
To ever graze the main stage of 40K. The Necron. Yeah, I make it no secret that I am more or less a Xenos fan above all else in the setting. If the Leagues of Votann tattoo I have says anything about me, it's that I'm pretty dedicated. I mean, I suppose the Leagues are technically not aliens, and only just aliens because they say they are, and they're actually just incredibly distant abhumans. But they also don't really have much in common with human. You know what? Never mind. We're talking about Necron today. I don't talk about them enough. As fun fact, the original idea.
Oh my gosh, I got a tip earlier on PayPal. Thank you for the tip. I don't want to say your name. I don't want to dox you, but I see your tip. Thank you.
Idea to transcribe Arthur, as he's an eldritch being that's existed in art form since I was like 14, into the 40k sphere, was to make him a Necron construct of some sort.
Ooh.
But last minute I decided Servo Skull, and it all worked out to where we are now. The Necron are a faction with a lineage and history so important to the foundation of the setting that it can't really be overstated, even if I spent the first 5 minutes of the video just glazing them. They were world killers. They were an almost unstoppable force that almost couldn't really have any opposition, only stopping when they were commanded to sleep by the Silent King. They were the strongest, and even after literal millions of years of technological degradation, losing their strongest weapons and gear that was used in the war in heaven, they are still widely considered to have the best gear in the setting, with only some factions who have Dark Age of Technology gear coming close-ish to their level of tech. I am just saying the Leagues of Votann have gear that can eat suns. But
yes, they do.
Regardless, the Necron tier on their original planet were divided into these, I guess you could call them clans, at least that's how I understand them, usually made up of minor fiefdoms who swore vassalage to the central dynasty bloodline of the clan. These were referred to as Necron tier dynasties, and then eventually just became the Necron dynasties that we know. Each one kind of being its own political sphere and having their own issues, as well as also having their own specific character too. When they were forced into biotransference, and eventually the command protocols that the Silent King had over them were destroyed, these dynasties still maintained quite a lot of their personality. From the rich boy swag of the Nihilak to the back rooms level terror of the Novak, I think there is a lot to love in the different dynasties. So I wanted to go over the main ones and explain them as best I can while cracking a few jokes
Look at that. His little beard is animated.
along the way. And for those of you who wanted me to cover all of them, just go check out the list. The list is way longer than you'd expect it to be. It's like covering, well, I don't want to say all of the Space Marine chapters, because that's like, we have like maybe 100 of those, but we'd be here for a while, okay? Okay, the first of these dynasties that I kind of have to cover to give you a base understanding of the rest, yeah, they're also kind of the most important of all of them. They are not really the most powerful at the moment, I think, but it is implied that if they ever got the ball rolling, goddamn, they probably will be, and that is the Zerkan dynasty. See, even in the species known for classism and thinking they are above all other races of individuals in the universe, the Zerkan are known for actually being the ones that originally were above the rest. They are the ruling class and have been for quite a long stint in the recorded history of the Necron tier, going into the Necron, producing the majority of the Silent Kings, which is the overall faction leader of the Necron tier, and the Necron for pretty much a long time. I don't know, I don't think it's ever stated that the Zerkan have ever not been in charge, but whatever. The Silent King being the ruling noble, the rule maker for all the Necron dynasty, the individual who is responsible for upholding the traditions that would make Necron society the most dominant one in the universe. It's kind of no wonder as to why they're kind of important. Like, for context, there is a kind of independent rank of Necron. Think of them as the commissars of the Necron society. They work with all the dynasties and actually fight alongside them in certain wars, but their main job is to uphold the baseline laws and rules of Necron society and make sure that they're kept in order. These are the Triarch Praetorians, and they only...
Oh yeah, we ha 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 ha. The Wicked and the Warp, they talk about that quite a bit.
Only ever respond to the will of the Silent King. So when it
Yes.
comes to the Tsarkhan dynasty, they are a highly noble sub-faction, having the most traditional approach to Necron living. They are known for their ruling noble class and the highest quality of Necron war gear. For some reason, even though they have lost quite a lot of their, precious war gear, the stuff that did survive is considered to be some of the highest quality of its type. So a Goss Flare from them is better than a Goss Flare from, say, the Nihilak dynasty.
Oh,
There
okay.
is
They got
said
cash?
to be some kind of change that also happens to people who swear support to Tsarkhan and work underneath them. Something that happens, sort of an unlocking in their brain that shakes off a little bit of the senescence that the millions of years of sleep has brought on. I think it's because of a few of the main benefits of this dynasty, being the weird affinity their cryptex have for Blackstone. See, cryptex are the weird science class of the Necron
Yes.
tier. They are known for their superlative skills, specifically in the Tsarkhan dynasty, for the manipulation of Blackstone, which, if you don't know what Blackstone is, it's kind of undefined. It's kind of a catch-all, and it can do a lot of things, but it is essentially just the Philosopher's Stone of 40k.
They
Able
really
to
like
warp
it.
causality and produce some weird technological results. The Tsarkhan made a lot of enemies before the Great Sleep because, the Silent King, their ruler, was responsible for the biotransference shackles that were placed upon the Necron tier, which made
Yeah, not
them
very
targets in their tombs for vengeful dynasties, as well as raiders from the Eldar, and just idiots who were digging into the slumbering tombs of the Tsarkhan dynasty looking for cool shit, and then they just found a cool super mega weapon, not knowing it was a super mega weapon, and just thought the metal looked cool. Yeah, kind of sucked. But yeah, when the return of the Silent King happened, the faction was unified, as they were a disparate one before, praying that someday the Silent King would return, unite them all, and so on. And that's kind of put them on the warpath, trying to unite all of Necron kind under one banner, which they have in common with the next and almost as important dynasty, the Sutek dynasty. They are... Okay, before we get into it, I've also gotta say, I've always pronounced it as Sutek, but I hear people also pronouncing it as Sawtek, which, I don't know, I like Sutek more, so I'm just gonna say Sutek for the sake of consistency. Just bitch about it in the comments if I'm wrong. But basically, the Sutek was a dynasty in peril. Essentially, the top rank of the dynasty is a Pharaon, the big dude who's essentially the head of the clan. And just below him are the ranks of overlords, individuals who have a claim to the throne, but as long as he's alive, So their Pharaon was basically a pile of rust and dust in his tomb that didn't survive the millions of years of sleep, I guess.
that's a problem.
Riposo. So they didn't know what to do. And this led
It's
to
Arthur,
the
yeah.
majority of the other overlords getting into minor civil wars as well as political debates to figure out who was the one who should be in charge. In a last-ditch effort, one of the overlords awoke one of the most renowned military generals in the history of the Sutek dynasty, and that was Nemesor Imhotep. Nemesor being basically a high rank of overlord, but more specifically focused on military gains and war. Imhotep is a bit of a brilliant man by any age's standards, but in the modern 40k era, he is a bit more than just brilliant. He is ruthless and almost one of the greatest generals in history. He decided that instead of fighting just for one general, he was going to take over the Sutek dynasty himself, ending the squabbles.
A little, I bet you that Overlord's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
These petty lords
Cute Pikachu face.
who can't see the grander picture, this eventually became the grand design of the Sutek, with Imhotep, now known as the Storm Lord, at its head. They basically had this mentality of surrender or die, and that is because they are the most expansionist faction of Necron out there, taking over planets left and right, pretty fast in comparison to how long it took to get their shit together. But the main thing that separates separates them from pretty much every other dynasty is that even if you are a faction of Necrons, if they spot a world you are on and they target it as something they want, they give you an option: vassalage and carry the banner of the Sutek dynasty, or we will grind you under our boot and slowly absorb you into our dynasty by force. This mentality definitely clashes with that of the Serkan dynasty, for the obvious reasons, which is why they are a bit often at odds with each other. But yeah, the Sutek are basically the Ultramarines of the Necron. Don't at me for saying that. They're the consummate generalists who never really balk at any traditions or any tactics. They just do whatever fits with what they need, with Emotech kind of leading from the front and being one of the scariest miniatures and people in the setting.
Mini.
Now that we got the most important ones out of the way, let's talk about my favorite dynasty, the spoiled rich kids of the Necron world, the Nihilak dynasty. Where do we even start with these freaks? Basically, they were known in life as being the richest of the dynasties, holding massive hordes of incredibly rare tech and equipment that would make any other dynasty in any historical sphere jealous. Hoarding gold and jewels, or, well, the Necron equivalent. I don't know, maybe gold was just really common and they didn't care, but whatever. When they awakened to the modern setting as a distant faction, instead of going out and conquering, they decided to consolidate all of their resources on a single planet, allowing them to basically be unfuckwithable, which is a word, fuck off, as their crown world is so filled to the brim with the best and rarest items a Necron can have in the setting that no one really has the ability to do much about it. Even the Sutek would kind of balk at the idea of invading any world that's occupied by the Nihilak, as they have some wild shit. Cloaks that can modify time, severed heads that can see the future. Oh, and did I mention Trazyn the Infinite? Yeah, Trazyn the Infinite is a part of this dynasty.
I was gonna ask what dynasty he was part of, cause like I was curious and I just never knew. What's on the docket today? Just Necrons? No, we watched some stuff earlier about Primarch's grilling steaks and homebrew chapters. We watched Hunter the Parenting, and I was hoping Space King would get posted, but apparently it's going to get posted this evening. It's going to be like as soon as I end stream, they're going to post it. Big sad. Oh well, we'll have something to look forward to next week.
And that is enough assurance that the faction needs in order to survive the future, with his own planet of Solemnus being a massive archive of everything that he could have gotten his hands on. I'm pretty sure if he wanted to, he could pretty much ruin the entire setting just by releasing half of the living aliens.
Alright, this video was made a while ago. There was, in The Wicked and the Warped, there was a threat to Solemnes. I won't say what exactly, but it was basically implied that if the contents got released, it would, like, be universe destroying. Yeah. Now, it wasn't purely just the things inside itself. There's more to it than that, but I won't explain too much, but yeah.
If he wanted to, he could pretty much ruin the entire setting just by releasing half of the living alien species that he has frozen in time there. I'm just saying it'd be interesting to see that happen, you know. I would also be remiss to not mention that they are all prissy assholes. Like, they take even unintentional slights to heart in such a way that if it was a Necron from another dynasty, they will dedicate years of time to politically undermining and dismantling them. But if they're a member of another species, they're probably just going to dedicate a short campaign to wiping out their entire race, or just the planet that they grew up on, you know. Gotta be petty somehow, right? Which I gotta admit, I think is pretty funny in the context of Trazyn, who definitely enjoys showing people his museum. So if you ever get invited, try to be especially nice to the man when he shows you his cool things. The Nephric dynasty, yeah, no segue here, we're just gonna cover them, are pretty fun. Although they don't have as much personality as the Nihilak, they have a gimmick that I think is pretty fun, and you could interpret as pretty fun on the tabletop as well. Basically, while they were asleep, humans populated their tomb world, which is cool and pretty common. It was a pretty rare trinomial star system. The energy of the sun able to support life and also provide a lot of energy. But this human-populated world was soon invaded by another dynasty of Necron, which, considering they are not really mentioned as a mainstay player in the setting, I would assume they did not get the suns, because you could probably figure out what happened next. Basically, the Nephric dynasty woke up and basically saw what was the equivalent of their neighbors fighting an incredibly aggressive
Matara? What's Matara doing here in my Warhammer video?
roach infestation in order to steal their cable. And as you would probably do, they took great offense to this, as the stars were theirs. Removing these invaders in short order, the Nephric dynasty woke up to harness the power of them in short order, though their Pharaon woke up a little quirked up, I will add. Basically, who would have thought? But millions of years of sleep does not do a mind or body well, even if you're made out of living, self-repairing metal. So he woke up and essentially started to see the three stars of the system as divine and began to worship them. This also began to develop into him thinking he was some kind of avatar to the sun gods and needed to become the sun in order to be as close to them as possible. This eventually ended with him getting his body modified with some pretty weird Necron tech, which I will open with all of you. This just sounds like a more advanced and wacky version of the Destroyer curse, but whatever. Yeah, these modifications allowed him to essentially turn into living light, literal energy, able to cross thousands of miles in seconds. He eventually found ways to give the lesser troops of his dynasty and overlords kind of similar abilities to stutter in and out of reality as they turn into living light projections, which does have its benefits, especially on the battlefield, because it allows them to move faster and also become intangible for a short period of time. See, they don't really have a lot of personality, but by God, do they have lots of fun. Speaking of destroyers, let's talk about them for a second, as they are pretty involved in the next dynasty I want to talk about. So to give you a bit of an overview, when a Necron sleeps, we have discussed this so far, but every now and then, I'd say like maybe 1 in 10, maybe less common, but it's close to that, they come out either physically or mentally damaged. Sometimes the damage is odd, and that can cause them to have a bit of a reductionist mentality into viewing themselves. See, most Necron want to return to being what they were before, you know, featherless bipeds, as it were. Sure, they are literally killing machines made to fight a war for star gods that are kind of not really around anymore, but the fact that they have human-like proportions still helps them stay a bit grounded, as it were. Sometimes a Necron wakes up, and maybe not at first, and sometimes over a long period of time, they feel a sense of disillusionment towards the idea of what they are. They experience a sense of ego death so palpable that they literally no longer see themselves for what they could be if they tried to become living again, but see themselves as an incomplete version of what they currently are, a killing machine, and thus they realize, you know what, I could be a better killing machine, and simply fulfill my purpose better. So this is when the modifications come in. Some Necron like ranged weapons, so they start to add on new targeting systems, bigger guns, and make themselves into mobile firing platforms, and those become Locust heavy destroyers, or just Locust destroyers. Some like melee and shock assault and like ripping things to pieces with their bare hands, they become Scorpic destroyers. And some like being sneaky while also still cutting things to ribbons, and that is the Ophidian destroyers. They are all obsessed single-mindedly with murder and the destruction of all organic life. The dynasty that has them pop up the most commonly is the Novak dynasty. And the more you know about them, the more you realize, yeah, no, that tracks. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Before they were the Necron, during the days of the flesh, the Novak were known for being kind of blood-drinking savage barbarians. They were a dynasty of maniacs who, as part of their rituals, decided to cover themselves from head to shoulder in the blood of their enemies. It was just kind of a post-battle ritual. So when they became Necron, this didn't go away, not entirely, as you could tell by their paint scheme, but it also gets a little bit worse too, because they have the weird memory engrams in their head of what they used to do. But okay, so it basically sends them into a butcher's fury whenever they see blood. But the thing is, outside of them seeing blood, they're actually kind of chill. Well, chill as murder robots can be. But because of the weird battle frenzy they enter, becoming literal just swirling, screaming maniacs, the more stable upper echelons of the dynasty's society realize that maybe playing into the strength of this dynasty might not be a bad idea. Fielding a bunch of Lich Guard and melee-obsessed troops, as well as destroyers, so that they can, feed into that, because the more blood that they see, the crazier they get, and the more sporadic they get, moving more organically, as well as just becoming more berserk. So the Necron Destroyer is going to serve a purpose here. The Destroyers, I should note, are pretty hard to control unless you're looking at killing everything in a straight line, which, because these guys work, is good for them. So, if you see a Destroyer, let them in. If you're cold, they're cold. Okay, let's get down and dirty with these last few I wanted to cover, because the best way I can describe these guys is they are basically the headsmen of the Silent King. Both with different functional purposes, but in general they're pretty useful in what they do. So let's start with the Mefrit. See, the Mefrit dynasty are very cold. They are the type of faction to see success as a binary. It's a pass or a fail. They don't hate, they don't care. If they are told to kill something, honor be damned, it will be dead as shit by the end of the day, or so help whatever Necron gods were around at the time. Basically, the Mefrits see the active war as a success or failure thing. See, very, very machine-like in their usage, which weirdly enough is off-putting to a lot of the other dynasties. They see them as almost too ruthless, like they need to care just a little bit more than not at all. They see them as a bunch of unthinking madmen who have access to some of the most dangerous toys in the universe, which was kind of their claim to fame for a little bit. They wouldn't actually really wage war in a technical sense. The idea of potentially losing some of your soldiers on the front line, it made no goddamn sense to them. So what do? Easy. Occam's razor dictates that the easiest solution to a problem is usually the best, or at least the most simple one. You blow up the sun to their star system. I'm not joking, that was kind of their main thing. Because when fighting off organic life, you don't really need to worry too much about heat or cold or, really anything that's endemic to human life or living life of any kind. So killing...
I mean, it can't be too cold unless they're made with, obviously they are pretty well made, but if it is too cold, you might cease to function.
Off their sun, you give it a couple weeks, and then most things in that system would freeze to death, or if they're really adept at surviving in the cold, they'll starve to death after a little bit. Punishment doled out once again for the Silent King. The years have not been too kind to the Mefrit dynasty, unfortunately, as they have lost almost all of their solar system killing super weapons. I say almost because, much like with most of 40k, it's only not around until they say it is. It's only just a matter of time before someone finds something. I mean, if the name the Celestial Auri means anything to you, then you know that, galaxy-destroying superweapons can survive.
Yes.
The Mefrit, to their credit, doesn't let that really keep them down, as now their mainstay tactic is to just use the best ranged weapons they have possible, as they kind of detest getting in close. They just want to get the job over and done with. And even without the sun killer shit, they are still shunned a bit by Necron society, as they don't really engage in politics too much. They just go where they're told and do what they're supposed to do. But you know who is the most shunned dynasty in Necron society? The Maynarch. Yeah, we're going on one more little tangent to explain a facet of Necron society really quickly, but do you guys know what a Necron Flayer is?
Okay, I was like, are we gonna talk about flayers? Here we are.
Yeah, I love them. They are kind of their own thing, like how a destroyer is a Necron who loses their sense of self due to technological degradation. The Flayers are a virus-like curse. Essentially, they are a living example as to why you shouldn't fuck with the universal constants. A long-ass time ago, the Necron were experimenting with ways to deal with the Catan, as the Catan were beings that functionally were kind of similar to gravity wells, where in order for the universal constants of the world's physical being to exist, that didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. The Catan associated with them had to exist as well. At least that is how I understand it. So, say you have the Catan of fire. Fire exists because the Catan...
Why are they all, naked? All the Catan are They usually don't have some amount of clothing on them. One of them does, that I've seen art for. But why do they not put clothes on? Why not? I mean, it's weird.
Catan does. So trying to remove the Catan from the universe can cause a lot of weird issues.
Oh,
the Necron found out firsthand when, you know, they may not even have been able to fully deal with a specific Catan, but basically there was this particularly mean one named Landagor the Flayer. We don't know what constant they were based around, but considering his name was the Flayer, it was probably nothing good. The Necron tried to kill him, not shatter him into smaller pieces. They wanted to destroy him entirely, and they actually succeeded. But the thing is, you can't really get rid of a universal constant without the whole universe falling apart. So the Flayer curse was created, in my opinion, at least how I interpret it, as a way to keep the Catan's essence around so that the universe didn't cave in on itself. It was also just one last final fuck you to the, you know, the big guys on top, the Necron that killed him, you know? It's kind of funny. Basically, a Necron infected with the Flayer curse, because it does spread like a disease, will slowly begin to go insane, as they will feel a single emotion that they cannot deal with. And it's probably the emotion that you never want an unstable killer robot to feel, and that is hunger. Specifically, hunger for meat. So, the Necron will eventually undergo a slow metamorphosis, losing more and more of their sanity in order to make collection of meat more easy. Sharpened claws, maybe a gaping mouth with literal scalpels for teeth. The final part of the transformation allows them to pop in and out of a pocket dimension filled with flayed corpses. Of all those killed by Necron Flayers, they usually go pretty crazy, though they do sometimes retain a little bit of their sense of self, but it's kind of rare. And can you guess who it was that killed Landagor? You got it. The Maynarch dynasty. Well, allegedly. I don't think it's ever outright stated, but it's kind of implied. Considering the Maynarch have the first recorded instance of the Flayer curse manifesting, as well as a really high onset chance of it in their dynasty, so it is kind of obvious. But why them outside of them doing that? Well, it's because the Maynarch are the Mefrit from Temu. They do the same thing, but worse. They are headsmen sent in by the Silent King in order to deal with threats and those who have slighted the king. But instead of using fancy schmancy weapons, the Maynarch have often been described as uncivilized. So basically, they are literal brutes who run in with clubs and beat you to death. Sure, the end result is the same as the Mefrit, but they make more of a statement with the level of disrespect and violence they tend to show. See, where the Mefrit are cold and don't really care about how war goes and have no sense of honor, the Maynarch also have no sense of honor, but they're just downright hateful. Like, they will spit on you. They will drag you to hell just to slow walk back. Like, they are so malicious that I find it makes them significantly more interesting to me. They are efficient to brutes who pretty much the entirety of Necron society hates, as they literally just don't give a shit about the political aspect of Necron society. Because, like, if you bring them into a court and the idea of beating you to death with a rock would accomplish the same goal quicker, they would prefer that. Also, fun fact, the Pharaon of the Maynarch is known as the Mother of Oblivion, and I just think that is really, really cool.
Name.
But, in my opinion, those are all of the most mainstay, need-to-know Necron dynasties out there. There are a few other dynasties up there that I was considering covering, but you have to draw the line at somewhere, and the Maynarch is where I kind of drew that line. I could have been covering the Thocht dynasty, the glowing Necron that are constantly emitting radiation, but nah, I'd be here all day if I didn't draw the line somewhere. So the Necron as a whole are one of the coolest factions in the game, and even though they are in interpretation of what would happen if you mix the Terminator with the Tomb Kings from fantasy, I think it is still a very unique and fun idea. But what do you all think? And also, who is your favorite dynasty? As you all know, make sure to let me know in the comments. I will be watching. Special thanks to my channel members for supporting me. With your help, I'm able to support my editors, get projects done, and also do a little bit privately, which I know I've been teasing a lot, but trust me, I'm so excited to unveil it. It's all done. It's going to be unveiled throughout October. You won't even know until the end of October, but just trust me, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be really cool. But yeah, thank you very much for your help, and thank you all once again for watching. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful night.
So Primarchs, right?
Wow. I gotta like the video. Thank you, Arthur. Bop. Thanks, Arthur. That was a good video from 10 months ago. So, yes, I will say, I agree. So, it was hinted in the Twice Dead King books that the Flare Curse is an inevitability for all Necrons and didn't have anything to do with Langador. I don't know if I said that correctly, but yes, it was implied that it's gonna happen anyways. Even people like, oh, I'm not infected, I'm not, it like slowly takes over, and that's just what happens sometimes. That's what they were saying. So that was good. I like that. I don't know too much about the Necron, but I like that summary. I like Arthur. Okay, chat. Okay. I need to link the video. Hang on. Let me link the video. 1 second. Oh no. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, go follow Arthur. He's great. We'll watch his Abhuman video probably next week. There you go. There you go. For you, chat. For you. I think we'll call it. I've got to go to the bathroom. No raid or anything, but wait, let me just check. Let me just hang on. One last look. They're probably gonna post it. It's probably gonna get posted at like 3. Yeah, they're probably gonna post Space King 5 at like in a couple hours. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. We're past the top of the hour, so I don't think they'll post it for a few more hours at least, so yeah, sorry. False advertising. I guess we'll watch Space King on Wednesday next week, or whenever. Probably Wednesday. Anyways, chat. I will see you all later. Please don't skip leg day tomorrow. We're working on my kit bash. Hopefully we'll be done. I think that's too hopeful. I think it's too hopeful, but we're gonna work on faces. Yeah, use code Zephyr if you want to get minis from Zephyr Arcade. You get 10% off with discount code Aurelia. I see you guys using the code. You guys are making some big purchases. It makes me very proud, and it makes John Zephyr very happy. So, chat. I will see you all tomorrow, okay? Be good. Don't skip leg day, and I'll catch you later. Okay?